there's the Isle of Roux, where no one can tell us what to do. Welcome to the Isle of Roux. Isle of Roux. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mokinstis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sidipi, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Piikani, and the Amskapi Piikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 land, the Sukena, the Atabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstone. We commit to advancing reconciliation guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nation, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on this land and who now call this place home. It is the Isle of Roux number 66.
Route 66.
Yeah. Really grateful to be here together today. You're playing some Cat Stevens, and it's just so sweet in my head right now. That was scary. Do you want me to? I guess not scary because that was lidded. Lidded.
It's not that bad.
Look. I started making these guys last week.
Put them here.
And now I have 9 of them. Beaver. Deer. Bear. Mouse. And then got a goat. And then we got a bunny.
Goat bunny.
And then we got a squirrel.
Where is that so out of focus?
And then we got a fox.
Ding, 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 ding.
A bat. So I'm going to keep working
Amazing.
on these. Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. And tomorrow, guess what we're doing? Is it glass?
Probably.
What is it from? Don't hurt yourself.
On what? What are we doing tomorrow? What happened here?
I switched it over. Farnaz asked if I would speak at Women in Construction for the civil engineers at U of C. So I am going to speak at the U of C tomorrow, and we are going, and it's going to be really lovely. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
I'm very grateful that she is part of our lives and that she asked me to take part in that event because it's Hi Scott. Yay. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So I'm getting ready for a talk, and I'm getting an implant test tomorrow morning. So then I'll be able to know if I can get my gold tooth anytime soon.
Pirate tooth.
Yeah. Pirate tooth.
You seem low. You were pretty peppy a few minutes ago. What happened?
Yeah.
There was no screaming. Sometimes we have a little screaming before while we're getting ready. Do you remember when we were getting ready? No, when we were sitting in the audience and they were getting ready for the late night at the plaza?
Yeah.
And we were just like, we found our people. Because they're like, where's my table? I was like, that sounds like home.
We are home. Yeah, no, I'm just I was talking about tomorrow.
Purpose.
P-O-S-E.
That's exactly what I would have done.
I'm just hoping I do a good job.
Purposeless.
L-E-S-S.
So for maybe the last 4 months, I was working on a brand new Filio Safi. And my new philosophy had to do with letting go of purpose and just enjoying the ride for a while. But I am through it. I'm through the eye of that storm.
That's lovely.
And so from there, I have to try and figure out a new path because my last path, purposelessness, lost its purpose. And I think it lasts just long enough. So, like, it's funny because I think people would say, "Oh, how have you been since you lost the gallery?" And I would say, "I've been kind of happy, but I didn't feel like what I was doing. Maybe okay, so part of that purpose had to do with I had to paint on purpose, and I had to purposefully make almost an extra living." Making paintings to keep the gallery open. So the gallery kept things very purposeful. Like, why are you doing this? I'm doing this to keep the gallery open. Like, why'd you do that? I'm like, I did that to keep the gallery open. Why'd you say yes? I said that to keep the gallery open. Why'd you say no? Well, I said no to keep the gallery open. Why are you so difficult? I'm difficult to keep the gallery open. So for a long time, I had this strong sense of purpose, which was if I keep Rumble House open and or Gorilla House open, people get to have more dinners.
Yeah, I was going to say that you're always there helping people too. So.
Right. So we shut down the gallery in 2025. And I think we probably spent the next 6 months trying to figure out how to pull off the Isle of Roux before we gave it any thought to like, what is the purpose of this?
Interesting.
And I think I was kind of like avoiding that thought. Like, I don't even really know what the purpose of this place is. I know it's a place. I know it's real. I know that it exists in our minds.
Yeah.
But what is the purpose? And I really struggled to figure out the purpose. And then I took a little break from that and just decided maybe I don't care for a while. Right. Because for a little while, the purpose was to keep in contact.
Right.
To keep something flowing from what we had before, to keep people connected. But it's strange because nothing we've ever thought about doing worked out the way we thought it would.
Okay.
Everything has always worked out so much better. So maybe the original purpose of the Isle of Roux was to keep moving in the direction that Rumble House had been moving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just to keep on course.
Yeah.
However, we decided then that we had to change course. And I think we had some ideas of what the Isle of Roux would be, and then it kind of evolved away from those ideas, and then it evolved again and again and again. And for a little while, I kind of felt like having the freedom of not pushing to do anything kind of allowed me to shit. What is like the timeout period for copy paste?
Excuse me. I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Okay. Back on track. I was running off of purposelessness for a little while, and that was really great. I'm also teaching high school science Does movement have an E before the M?
Yes.
And I find every time I do a lesson, I have to figure out why anyone would care before I teach it. Like if I can't think of
Thanks, Michelle. Michelle said thanks. Bless you.
thank you. Michelle, are you coming to the university?
Oh yeah. It's open and free. I should share the link that Fernaz.
You have to move to live.
Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly. Movement is life.
And I think
Hi.
like hi. I think that maybe like it kind of comes back to the science as well. And also like, ooh, we went and saw a movie the other night. That was new.
Oh, so good.
And but I really think that like the purpose of life really has something to do with movement. And it's funny because when you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
if you ever wondered if that's true, if you don't breathe and beat your heart, you die.
Yeah.
So this theory that I have that movement and life are interconnected is kind of like there's clues sewn into your DNA, right? Like stop breathing and stop existing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, like I kind of felt like an ass because I gave this TED talk 10 years ago called Stop Making Art and Die, which led to a book also called Stop Making Art and Die. And then I decided to stop making art for a while. Mm-hmm. So I don't regret that now, but for a little while I wasn't crazy about the Stop Making Art and Die conversation because I didn't want to make art. Although even in my TED talk, I kind of talked about not having given up a number of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is funny? Like even my kid was giving me a hard time about like, remember that time you were at the gallery and you said you had a TED talk and everybody's like, wait, you had a TED talk? My friends do give me a hard time about talking about having had a TED talk, right? Like we were out with Michael one time and his I think the friend he was with was like, you know how like Rich always says about how he had a TED talk? That's what Michael was like when he did this. And I was like, wow, I'm really known for talking about my TED talk. But I've noticed when I look at other TED talk speakers, they'll talk about it incessantly. And I talk about it maybe in context of what's going on in my mind sometimes. But like it doesn't say Rich Teru TED speaker on my Facebook profile. And it's not on my like front and center on my resume. And I noticed some of my friends were connecting about something recently, and it was like, you know, I know a lot of people that had like their label, you know, like doctor whatever.
Yeah.
They have author, right? And I don't actually write artist Rich Teru or author Rich Teru or Rich Teru TED speaker.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely something about my persona that if I get towards something that seems like I'm talking about myself, it really registers. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe those other people are a little more humble with everything else they do. But probably what I'm saying right now doesn't seem very humble.
You're a pretty decent target because you put yourself out there vulnerably all the time, and not a lot of people do. And I think you come off as confident and safe to target, which is not a very nice thing to say.
Like,
but
wouldn't it be fun
pretty,
to kick Rich's
but I
teeth
think
in?
it's pretty honest, judging by like.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. But you're a sensitive, loving person too. That like, yeah.
What fun would it be to torment me if I wasn't so easily tormented? Hey.
Hey. What?
Nothing.
I'm gonna do a salmon as my next color animal. Michelle is asking what's it about at the university. It is women in engineering, and it's civil engineering students, and open to everybody. It's free event, a free dinner. You just have to register, and I sent you the link if you're curious about more of the details. But yeah, and everybody's welcome, very inclusive. And
How is that possible? It's a free dinner.
it's like, well, I think there's like a limit on how much space is available. It's at that last chance saloon or something. It's like at the where we went to listen to those other talks.
The Last Chance Saloon is in Drumheller.
Oh yeah, then it's not that.
But you should tell people if you want them to come where it is, so that they go to the right space. It's in the Grad Saloon.
Yeah, grad. Let's see. Hosted by the Department of Civil Engineering.
The Grad Lounge.
Last Defense Lounge. Yeah, the Grad Lounge.
The Last Defense Lounge?
Defense, because it's a grad. Yeah, grad. Scott said, Rich, I think you come across as authentic.
Thank you.
That's the thing, is like, I think that, yeah, you don't come across as braggadocio. I think you just are, you like shit. You said it really well, actually, last time we had this conversation, is like, you actually are pretty humble about it. You don't think that people have seen your thing. So sometimes you reference something in response to not thinking people have.
Well, that's what I said when I was talking to Oliver about it.
Yeah.
Oliver was taking the piss out of me, and he's like, hey, you remember that guy? He's like, you have a TED Talk? And I was like, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, here's what I think is that if I were to have started a conversation assuming that everybody'd seen my TED Talk, that kind of would be a little bit arrogant, right? And then in contrast, that if they didn't know I had a TED Talk, then what I was about to say didn't make sense. But then if they had seen my TED Talk, then what I had to say would be redundant. So I was trying to find a balance between like if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also Oliver was just teasing me. Like, he was just, that's what young people do, is they tease their dads.
He's your boy.
We developed.
Jess.
Yep.
So I tried something new. That's actually real popcorn covered in resin.
Ah! How much resin?
Spiders.
Huh? And
There's
spiders.
spiders in there.
Terrifying. It goes with your scary theme, hey?
How much resin? Just like a little bit of resin, or is it resined all the way up?
So yeah, resin's on there. Two different kinds. UV resin is the first layer. Second layer is just regular resin.
Oh, okay.
How deep is the resin? Is it just like surface level, or does it go all the way up to the top?
It's on the level. It actually you just pour it on top, but you don't like dump it. You sprinkle it, because if you dump it, it's going to melt this container. It's plastic. Resin actually melts plastic containers.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I wanted to try it. So now I know it works. So this is kettle corn, and it still smells like kettle corn. So the smell is still there.
That's funny and terrifying. Will it rot?
No.
Did you put enough resin? Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's enough resin in there that it's just not going to do anything.
That is lovely.
Because it was already popped. I don't think it's going to.
Once it's sealed,
that's it.
I think the thing about popcorn is it does last forever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I could do it, and then it's like, yeah. So now I did it. So I know you can't put fresh fruit or anything like that in resin because they will rot.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with gummy bears. They'll just turn to puddles because the heat will actually heat them up, and they'll just kind of explode inside the resin.
Yeah.
Be a cool fact, but I don't think it's a good thing in the end.
Can I ask you a question?
That's kind of cool.
Kelly, can I ask you a question?
I'm hoping I haven't seen Zach or Theo for a while.
No, it's only been a week.
Oh.
Just feels longer.
I just came back from what?
Last week, I think I didn't really put the the links out very well because I was just having like a kind of an evening to myself, and then you popped in, which was great. But then I think Zach and Theo, I don't know, maybe I was kind of low last week. I think so. I think they were just being, you know, taking some space.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if we've seen Theo in a while. I think you're right about that. That Zach's been here though. I also
Yeah,
spent like a week arguing with Zach about whether there was a moon landing.
We love you, Zach.
I just came back from Home Depot Monday. Found out my mom's dishwasher leaked all over underneath the kitchen floor.
Oh yeah, you're talking.
Now we have to rip it up again.
Oh man.
And redo everything, and it's going to be very costly.
I'm sorry about that. That's stressful.
So now I got to figure out how I'm going to do it.
That is.
I got at least the measurements. I don't know how the caregiver's going to cook either.
Yeah. Did the dishwasher go wrong a few times?
No, so the sink went wrong the first time, and the sink was actually leaking, and then we fixed that because I thought it was like, well, why would Mom throw coffee grinds on the floor and then it leaks down? And so we found out that was the sink, and then we fixed the sink, and then last week is when the dishwasher stopped. It actually was leaking under the kitchen floor. And how I knew about it is the caregiver told me, Aaliyah, she told me that when you walked on the lino, the engineered lino, it was floating up, and so you could actually see water coming through the planks.
Oh no.
And she told me her slippers were wet.
That's
like even when I sat on the thing, you could even feel the wet. So it's all brown and stuff. So it's waterproof on the top, but I don't think it's waterproof on the bottom.
Oh.
So now they have to pull all the planks up.
Oh no.
So, and then we have to get a new dishwasher, and then probably have to get a new fridge as well.
That does sound.
So at least the stove is okay.
That's good.
So I got a lot of stuff I've been doing, and then I got a new phone, and then I had to transfer all my stuff over from my old phone to the new phone.
Mm.
The only difference between my old phone, which is this one's purple.
Yeah.
And my new one is blue.
Oh, nice.
What was the point of changing your phone? Did your phone run out, or what happened?
Yeah, I was on a 2-year plan, right? And then the plan ended, and so I just decided I was going to keep my phone, and then I decided I kind of want a new phone.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the other phone was a S24 Plus, and the new one's a S26 Plus. Because I use my phone for like videos and taking pictures and stuff, and so I just wanted something newer.
Nice.
But now I just noticed that I got mica stuff all over it already.
At least it's pretty.
Oh, it was in my pocket, and I put it in my pocket of my pajamas that I usually paint in, and now I got mica all over it. So it doesn't matter now.
Oh.
It was new yesterday.
At least it's pretty. The mic.
But it's nice and blue, so I liked it. It's cool.
Nice.
I have 2 phones up now, so I can have one phone downstairs.
Nice.
Just the one will have to stay here on Wi-Fi. That's the only difference.
Can you just check?
It's Instagram.
So how are you guys doing?
Good.
Enriquito's clicking like on a lot of
Oh,
things.
he might be here. I wonder if Enrique is here.
Oh, I was going to let you know when you guys run the end credits, there's no sound.
Oh,
so
like
you guys actually, yeah. So when you were running the last couple of weeks, I'll notice there's no sound at all. It's just picture. There's no music or anything.
You know what I think that is? I think it's no. I'm telling you. Do you know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's because I set the computer up slightly different, where I turned the wrong.
Computer.
I had the
sound.
mic on the other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I think it's taken care of, Kelly.
Okay.
I think it's a past
Just
10.
thought you guys should know.
Let
I'll
us know
check
tonight
tonight.
after the broadcast if it does it again, okay?
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. I was keeping an eye on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yeah.
did you see the Artemis mission?
The what?
Artemis?
The Art of Us?
Artemis mission to the moon.
No, I didn't.
Artemis. We watched it. Oh wow, that's really beautiful. I forgot about that ink. We watched it all day. They did the flyby of the moon on Monday, and poor Felix was sick, but at least we got to sit there. We watched the live feed from the moon all day. That was pretty special.
I saw something mentioned on YouTube about it where they were taking pictures of it, but that's about it. I didn't see the video or anything. I just saw pictures.
Nice. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
I was I'm trying to learn about what's it called? It's a new kind of power. It's on YouTube. When I'm on the treadmill, I'm always watching new stuff to kind of read up on. Like, I don't watch it with the audio. I read the subtitles.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Not nuclear fusion. It was something else.
Very cool.
Well, when I remember, I'll pipe in. But I think it was really cool.
Is it from California?
I can't remember it.
Was it from California?
Not sure. Had something to do with particles and something else in storage.
Right.
Uh,
In the last year or so, they started. Previously, they had fission, nuclear fission.
Yeah. That's right.
But in California, they made nuclear fusion, which is huge. It's a huge leap forward. But it's such a small scale that doesn't really help us yet. But soon they'll have the power of the sun on Earth.
Was that what the saint was about?
What saint?
That, remember, with Val Kilmer?
Was that Val Kilmer or Billy Zane? Oh, was Billy Zane the bad guy?
Maybe.
I'm going to tell you that I didn't see it, but I do remember Rocket Man. Wait, was there a Rocket Man? I don't think I saw the scene.
I don't think I saw Rocket Man. I like that we get to watch shows fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Like, I didn't see The Untouchables before.
Watched The Untouchables today. And we saw Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
this week,
we got to watch Project Hail Mary. That was like one of my favorite date nights with you and Felix. That was like a really nice night. Saturday?
What?
That was a Saturday night, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. Hydrogen fusion, Higgs boson, God particle in Geneva. The company is CERN. Scott was saying. Is that what you were learning about, Kelly?
No, something else. I gotta look it up.
Because those are what, that's what you tell me about, right?
CERN?
The boson.
Boson?
And the God particle.
Oh, now something crazy, Kelly?
What?
Do you know how windmills work?
No. Oh, wind. My wind and stuff.
Yeah, but you know how the wind turns into electricity?
No.
Can I tell you?
Sure.
So basically, if you put, I used a motor to show the kids at school that basically you put like an electrical cable into the wall and electricity comes out and electricity passes through the wire, and the electricity, as it passes through this coil, because there's a magnet stuck next to the coil, creates a force, and the coil spins. That's a motor, electric motor. But if you do it the other way around, where you have a spinner, which is your turbine, right? Think of it like a propeller on a building. It's got this turbine, and when the wind spins it, it forces the coil to go move around the magnets, which generates electricity, and that's what pumps electricity into the walls. You follow me so far?
Yep.
Now, hydro is the same situation where water is spinning the turbine versus wind spinning the turbine. You with me?
I'm listening.
How do you think coal works?
Same idea, maybe?
Yeah, but how? Do a cloth?
I have no idea.
Well, the coal gets really hot and they heat up some water. The water creates steam and the steam pushes the turbine. So coal is just like wind power, but with the fake wind from the hot coal. Is that pretty wild?
It's kind of cool.
But then, do you know how nuclear works?
Same kind of principle.
Wouldn't you have imagined that the nuclear would use some kind of like nuclear energy to make it all happen?
Yeah.
It doesn't. You know what happens? The nuclear energy heats up the water. The water.
I'm laughing because it's like so crazy how similar they all are.
Well, it's like also like Donald Trump hated windmills, but like
same.
Coal is just a fake windmill. It's like you made your own wind by heating up the water. So he just hates how they look. He doesn't hate anything actually about them.
Or he hates that they're like wind instead of something he
I
can
think
sell.
if you watch some of those conspiracy things, there's some sort of narrative about why he hates windmills. Like maybe some
air.
Yeah, maybe. But somebody
I found what I was looking at.
What was it?
Called antimatter.
Ooh.
I don't even think that matters.
Yeah. It's an actual thing.
I'm against antimatter.
They said that the antimatter, they use it for the PET, PET, the imaging things in the hospital. That's what the antimatter is used for right now.
Yeah.
Some of it, but they're trying to use it for other things.
Right.
Cool.
I thought it was really cool. I didn't get through all of it, but it was like, so they only can store 10 milligrams or something, 10 millo something in a small container, but it costs 250 million.
Right. It's funny. I took care to.
It's interesting, that's for sure.
I took care to.
Tape it off.
Tape it off, and then I got this drip that went down the middle.
No.
I don't hate it.
Just took the tape off so early.
Well, yeah.
Very cool.
Things I'm impulsive.
You are. And complex.
How close did I get to the garbage?
Close, actually.
Yes, I sent it to you so you can read up on the antimatter. It's kind of cool.
I love antimatter. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's cool that they're using it like in the hospitals and stuff, and that's often the problem or thing that they have to solve is the storage, right, Rich? Like you're talking about, like even solar
batteries. Yeah.
Yeah. The idea of how to store.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something else. You ready?
Careful. Yeah.
I don't really know how solar works. Like, okay, let me word that differently because that makes me sound stupid.
No, it's like
because I think I taught like the science. Oh, can I have that white back? Mm-hmm. I taught the science for a year.
There's more,
but I didn't entirely understand it, what I was teaching the first time I taught it. Like, I taught it well enough, and the kids knew the stuff they needed for their tests. But, like, sometimes, like, you learn a thing. Like, the big thing that I found was
that's interesting.
the first time I taught the motor and what I just said about the coils going past the magnet, that's where that stops, right? And even amongst my smart friends, I'm like, yeah, but let's talk about why spinning a coil next to a magnet creates electricity, and they're all like, AC/DC. Like they have the same answer every time, and it's a word for what happens. But I don't want to know the name of what happens. What I want to know is, ciao.
You.
Look at that beautiful boy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Whoa. Not ready for this, but I'm feeling good.
Good.
Love the bed head.
Yeah. Shoring too hard for a comb.
It's kind of a Ben Gunn look. Do you know Ben Gunn?
He got it from me.
Yeah. Hey, you know we're coming to Vancouver this summer in July, right?
You better not.
We're gonna.
I'd love to see you.
Are you around in July?
Yes. Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
We're flaky, so don't plan anything around like being there for us because we.
Last
we're flaky.
second things
We're,
at the
we're
back.
flaky as hell.
Yeah, all good. We should paint some when you're here.
Well, and just go out for dinner.
Or that. Yeah,
I
something.
feel like
Yeah.
that's a pretty good tradition.
There's some nice places to eat here. What should I do?
I'm working on figuring out my purpose.
No big deal.
Okay. Yeah, light work. Nice. All right.
What's your purpose?
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Martin,
to waste. Yeah, I'm here to waste.
Do you have any relationship with Steve Martin? Like, have you ever seen a Steve Martin movie?
Oh yeah, Steve Martin and I go way back.
Okay. Probably if you like comedy, you might have seen The Jerk.
Love it. Yeah, definitely top 10.
Did he have like a thing about having a special purpose in that? Like maybe it was his wiener, but was that what his mom told him about his wiener, that it was his special purpose?
Oh, I remember so much of that film, but not that.
Okay, that might be in my head. That might be like me spending my lifetime trying to figure out what my special purpose is and somehow connecting it to Steve Martin's wiener. But
I think we should watch this after. Just
I don't know if I can.
now I'm curious.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
I've told you that I don't watch comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like for 10 years, I've told you this. I don't think it came up for the first 2 years because we were pretty busy. But I did watch comedy.
Yeah.
I liked, when I was a kid, I loved Little Rascals.
Oh.
And what are you doing? Bug hunting! Sorry.
You like Bugs Bunny, that's comedy.
I do love Bugs Bunny. I don't know if it's comedy. I think it's more poetic than anything else.
Sorry.
What?
That was funny.
Okay. Well, now we're going to have a fight later. But, what I was going to say was I remember seeing Cheech and Chong, for instance.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny as heck.
There you go.
He went in to get a hairpiece on his head. And I thought he was saying herpes. Turn it down, man. Turn it down. Okay, so I did watch comedy when I was a kid. I watched what did I just say?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin and Cheech and Chong. Oh, Caddyshack was funny as hell. Bill Murray.
You watched lots of.
Bill Murray ate a poop.
Yeah, you watched like Meatballs and
Meatballs was awesome. Yes, yeah. I don't think it was funny. Meatballs was all the life lessons I needed. Zach, what is my purpose?
What do you think? Educate, inspire, enlighten?
Do I care about educating? Not really. But you're close. It's got something to do with making connections.
That's healthy. It's like what are you electricity?
That's about connections.
What are you, governed by the ether or something? You're here to connect?
NEC.
I think my purpose is to be a contrarian.
Yes. Sorry, did I say that too fast?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I agreed way too fast about contrarian. Zach, it's so lucky that we had that conversation about the moon landing, because the next day my daughter started to talk to me about how she doesn't believe in the moon landing, and I was just like ready to fly off the handle. But I think I practiced managing my temper talking to you. I don't think I freaked out at all. But I know I'm a little like, okay, I'm totally forgiving of like, okay, I'm going to start. Harold and I had coffee and it went great. But then he started talking about like the moon landing again. I think that's where it might have started in my head. And I was just like, how can you believe this? And I think because, okay, so when I was a kid, I used to like take real life people in the world to formulate who I wanted to be. So I was sculpted a little bit out of Bugs Bunny. That's why I think it's so spiritual. A little bit out of Steve McQueen when I would look cool. A lot out of Nelson Mandela. Like I was like 7 reading about Nelson Mandela.
Because your mom was.
Evil Knievel, right? Captain Kirk. These were my role models, but I freaking loved Neil Armstrong. And I thought he was so cool. And then, like, so I get a little defensive if people don't believe in Neil Armstrong. You have to believe in the moon landing, but you got to believe Neil Armstrong's real.
I think we got. I mean, what do you want? Do you want to continue? You want to? What are you?
Am I open to talking about it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I mean, if you look at like,
voice.
if you look at Neil, if you look at interviews with Neil pre-Apollo and watch him after,
Yeah.
you know, take some notes, get back to me with that.
Do you think his demeanor changed?
100%.
Do you know his daughter died?
What, while he was in space?
Yeah.
Convenient.
Or before, because
it was around that time that his persona changed. That he was dealing with his friends caught on fire in the capsule.
The one before.
His daughter died of cancer, like child daughter died of cancer, and then he went into space. And I think I thought it was a modern kind of movement, the denial. But then we're watching this James Bond film where they're chasing James Bond in the like late 60s, might have been early 70s, and I actually think this is where it started. He's getting chased through this movie lot, and he ends up driving his buggy like a golf cart through a fake moon landing set. And I think that James Bond shot that was like a joke turned into like a religion of people that.
Shout out Kubrick. Shout out Kubrick.
But I also think that Neil Armstrong was on the spectrum, and so he makes perfect sense to me. I think he was just an incredibly quiet person. And have you read his book?
You know I don't know how to read.
You can listen to it.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
He's got a autobiography. It's a autobiography. Somebody else wrote it. Oh,
yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, scripted.
Well, no, he told his stories about his life and.
Well.
How do you know I'm real?
I think we hugged it out the other day.
Maybe that was fake. Maybe it was a robot.
Implanted memory.
In fairness, for a long time I thought Jess was either an alien or maybe like a fembot with machine gun jubblies. Because
nice. The plant. Yeah.
I would look in the mirror and then I'd look at her and like, nah, something's not right.
Yeah, I mean reality, or whatever, human memory is fallible, but like things that I consider real, I like, Yeah, that like it's are undefinable. Yeah, it's not. It's not a. It's not a, like a. Was Armstrong's autobiography real? Versus are you real? Like those are like pretty simple science to take care of that.
I'm on screen with a yellow pen making notes, but nobody can see my notes.
Invisible ink. Suspect.
Yellow ink. I could probably zoom in and show you, but I'm just making some notes.
I've got a wedding this weekend. Should I keep the beard?
Please.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm feeling it. I'll trim it up a little. You know, I'll give it some shape. But
Do you just use hair clippers on your beard?
yeah. Oh no, scissors too. Little comb and scissors.
Did you like the Keanu Reeves dips on the cheeks to give you a little more?
Yeah, nice. No, I don't know. Oh, like tidy it up. Yeah, but I'm I'm a sculptor. It's funny you put the beard on. And you're like, it'll be so low maintenance. I don't have to shave every day. Easy, no problem. But like,
what do you think of my beard?
I like it. Yeah. Was this a goatee? What is this a goatee? This is popular. It's popular right now.
For to hit puberty.
All my favorite guys are doing goatees right now, and I'm shout out Brian Abbott, my old man. Went from a beard to a goatee.
This is my full beard. That's all I got. That's what I got to work with.
Rich, we're on the internet.
Somehow it turned gray before it started growing in. Which means if I ever get a full beard, it'll be multicolored.
Salt and pepper.
How
you got to get me off this main screen because I'm such a narcissist. So I can't get away from the phone right now. I got to go get myself together.
That's okay. Scott, I will tell you that I did some reading after talking to Harold because he was talking about the Van Allen radiation belt. It's about as bad as a heart, what do you call it?
Like a CAT scan? Or?
CAT scan. And so you wouldn't want to spend a month in the Van Allen space belt, but you can easily pass through in the span of an hour. And I think it works out to like 100 trips in an airplane.
Or like 3 bananas.
I don't know. I looked it up.
Bananas are always on the radiation.
And I always look up from sources that are for and against, right? Like, give me your best argument. But like, if you think that the Van Allen space belt is going to pop popcorn on the desk of the shuttle passing through space, it's not that. You shouldn't have a cell phone if you're worried about the Van Allen radiation belt. And I'm pretty sure that they had a whole lot of what's the word? Radiation.
Like the thing they put on you when you're getting your X-ray.
Yeah, like there's the ship was made out of aluminum, but I think it would have had a lining for radiation to keep the astronauts from dying. But that's the other thing I don't really get is that sometimes, hey, Zach, can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah.
So there's like layers to discussing the moon landing with people because some people think that they've sent unmanned ships to the moon. Some people think that they couldn't get anywhere near the moon. Some people think that I could be convinced that they pre-shot the moon landing before they got to the moon. I actually personally believe in the moon landing photos, but it wouldn't shock me in the slightest if they had it pre-recorded like on Earth. The reason I say that is because my marching band played the Grey Cup show. Yes, I just admitted I was in marching band. But we played the Grey Cup show, and we went in and recorded the O Canada for the Grey Cup show.
Not only did you admit that you're in the halftime show, but that you...
we 100% pre-recorded, and then we airbanded the... Yeah. But if you even consider looking at the Grey Cup show, and imagine them getting a mic on, 100 band students marching around an entire football field.
Mm-hmm.
It would be impossible to record. And so
Yeah.
anytime you see somebody singing on TV, there's a very good chance that they're only half singing and they're playing against a recorded background.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime like one of those celebrities like shames themselves because they lip sync to the wrong songs, they're just doing what everybody else does. Every now and then you'll get a musician that insists on playing live, but it's kind of rare. There is a video of Michelle from the Mama and the Papas. I could have the name wrong there. Eating a banana. She was so angry they were making her lip sync to her song. So she brought a banana on stage and ate a banana while she was supposed to be singing, which is pretty funny. But okay, the reason I called you over is, are you in complete denial of anything getting to the moon or just people getting to the moon?
What day of the week is it?
It's Wednesday. On Wednesdays, what do you believe?
Wednesday night. I want to say, no, we're not even close. Yeah, no, nobody.
But you can see.
Do you believe that there is a moon?
Right.
Not traditionally. No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then I'm asking too much of you to believe in the moon landing if there's no moon.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm off dinosaurs even, man. We talked about this a little earlier this week, and I'm off fucking all legacy media's version of our history. I'm over it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When we went to Vancouver for the school trip, you didn't see the dinosaur bones? You weren't with us for that part.
Yeah, I'm a sculptor, dude. I can mold you some bones if you want.
Yeah, okay.
I might be left-handed, but I mean,
make some believable dinosaur bones. I'd love that. Are for real? What can I trade you?
You're gonna trade me for dinosaur bones?
Yeah, anything you want. Tell me what you want. I'll bring you the sign to the Rumble House. The letters. Do you want the letters to the Rumble House?
Whoa! Oh, above the Rumble House letters?
Yeah, they were white. That's
a big piece of Canadian art history that I'd be responsible for. I'm not sure that I'm there.
Each letter, so like the R was about this wide, and the height. I can't show it, can I? They're about 1 foot by 2 feet, and you can also rearrange the Rumble House letters to say "bumhole user."
Oh yeah, I'll take them.
That wasn't.
What do you want? You want a femur? What do you want? Some claw, teeth? What do you want? Jaw? What do you want?
I would like a dinosaur bone. I mean, if I had a choice, I'd love a piece of a Gigantopithecus.
Done.
Wait, you don't believe in Gigantopithecus?
Listen to yourself, dude. Giganto what? Is that Latin for fucking caught in a web?
Gigantopithecus is a 500-pound, 10-foot tall ape.
Sounds like a stuttering Greek.
No. He was ape-like.
We're talking about ape dinosaurs now?
Yeah. No.
What about dragons? You believe in dragons?
More modern.
Always we believe in dragons.
This is more modern than dinosaurs. It's fairly recent. In the span that humans were around, Gigantopithecus was a 10-foot ape giant. A lot like Bigfoot, really. If you wait, all right.
Full circle.
Is Bigfoot a conspiracy?
It's like it falls under this group of beings called cryptids.
But you don't believe in cryptids?
Well, have I ever seen one? No, probably not. I mean, like what? I believe in?
Point that gives me some hope. You also don't believe in Snoopy wasn't real.
Snoopy, the little cartoon.
Yeah, the
little
dog.
two-dimensional animation.
You and I agree that that's just a story, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we watched it. It's like what's not real about it? Is that it's about as real as the trip to the moon.
Don't keep doing that. I'm trying to find some common ground here. You and I think that Snoopy is fake, just an imagined tale.
Okay, yeah, we can agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Was your family religious?
What's my purpose again? No.
What is your purpose?
I mean, contrarian's up there, but that's not. And then waster too, but that's a little bit self-deprecating. My parents religious. My parents weren't into it. My grandma like did it. We do the churchy holidays, but like not like we're not like horny for Jesus or anything.
That's actually something I find really like weird. Is people that like go to the church on holidays.
Yeah, no, I didn't even do that. No, I dodged that. I dodged all that.
But did they go to church on holidays when you were a kid?
No. Like my grandmother like did it, but like I think she did it out of like whatever the pressure, you know.
Obligation.
Well,
Yeah.
do you know this? That some people use those opportunities as business opportunities.
Did I realize that religion was exploited for profit? I
Yeah.
put the book on that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have told anybody how to do that.
Yeah.
I've actually been working on like a moniker or like some kind of like this like a pictogram or something of the cross in the dollar. It turned out pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever seen this?
Like this thing here. I've been working on this.
Have you seen this? I have to put it on the bigger screen. Where's my?
Yeah, something like this. I don't know. This is the new Templars here.
Oh, sure. Too bright.
Has anyone done that yet? Patent pending?
The Templar?
No, I don't know.
I think you need at least 4 letters.
Oh.
Can't roll with a guy that's got a 2-letter moniker.
I don't want that in my painting though. Oh yeah. Should I paint? Oh, you know what? Let's just keep it light here. Let's just keep it light, folks. Let's just keep it light.
What's your favorite animal?
Scott was cute. He said, "I'm not disagreeing, just curious."
Oh, yeah, no. I actually feel the same way. Is that like I can't say this is to Scott, Zach, so just cover your ears. I can't say that they landed on the moon because I wasn't there. So I would never claim to know such a thing. I have a tendency to believe like that makes sense. And in all honesty, I find the people I admire also seem to like Carl Sagan defended the moon landing, and I would trust my life with Carl Sagan. And
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse. Oh no!
Oh, sorry, my ears are covered. Sorry.
You don't like Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Do I not like him?
Yeah.
I would fight him on sight.
For what purpose? Okay.
Physically fight him.
He believes
Gatekeeping. Gross. The guy sucks.
Right. Okay. Because I saw him debating. Was it Jake Paul or what's the other Paul name?
Ugh. That Paul.
original-
Yeah. Oh
What's his
God. No. That Paul bloodline needs to.
Paul.
end.
What are the 2 brothers named?
Yeah. Paul. I don't know. Paul, and Jake Paul. Don't ever trust a guy with 2 first names.
Paul.
I'm just trying to remember now, though.
I don't know. Isn't Jake Paul a boxer?
Well, like his brother, they're both Disney kids. I don't.
Both actors. Yeah. They're both
Am I
clones.
spreading rumors, or were they Disney
They're
kids?
both clones. No.
Okay, let's find out who they are before we say anything stupid. Are you looking it
Yeah,
up?
I'll look.
Why would you look it up at the same time as me? I'll keep painting.
Yeah, you keep it.
What? Their fucking
If Jake Paul,
popularity is stupid. It doesn't even.
RuPaul.
I'm even discussing these 2.
RuPaul is a queen. We do not drag RuPaul into this.
Yeah. No, RuPaul's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if RuPaul believed in the moon landing? You gonna write RuPaul off?
Well, I mean, we still hug, right?
Maybe.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is the smarter of the two, I think. Yeah. There are two, and one I think is like, one fought Tyson, so I'm not going to call him smart. But that's who you're aligned with Logan Paul against
Don't you dare.
what?
I don't align with any of that Paul family, not a chance.
He also believes in your moon landing problem.
There, even a dummy can believe it.
What's that?
Even the most plastic of clones knows we didn't go.
I think you're making my point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, okay, I can see how that. Yeah, I can see how that went. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I'm working on a salmon. On the sockeye salmon.
Do you believe in the Golden Record and
Voyager.
the Voyager project?
Are these space projects?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Did I use energy putting your artwork into space and you don't even believe in space?
I think I mocked it the whole time, man. I don't know.
Did you put art in space?
No, I'm telling you, I didn't. We didn't.
You weren't part of that project?
I was there. Yeah, I was there. I was there.
So, speaking of opportunists,
narcissistic opportunists. Maybe I am buddies with Logan Paul. Fuck.
well, just tell me the truth, okay? Did you take up space on a space?
You were on the Canadian Space Agency website.
I did first admit that my purpose here was to waste. So
That's why he said waster.
No, but we should have saved that spot for somebody that believes space was real. That was kind of a limited opportunity.
List is getting thinner and thinner, man. The stronger.
Time before I sent your artwork into space that you didn't think space was real.
I'm
sneaking it in there, eh?
Maybe we still thought he was joking when he was joking.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Zach's just trolling. Zach's just being
I'm
troll.
gonna solve this problem for you. Ready? I don't think you'd embarked on this journey yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that was this contested.
Still living in the land of the rational when we sent that work up. But it makes me think you must remember the shift.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know when you went wrong?
When I started to
Was it me, Zach? Did I
wander down the wrong path
in space and it left you like questioning what was real or not?
No. Like honestly, I no, I was there. I didn't. Yeah, I was already here. But like I already knew that AI had written history and that you know.
There was no AI back then.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was.
I'm gonna call you an ambulance. I'm worried about if enough blood's getting to your brain right now.
Don't be silly.
So when you got your artwork back, you thought that we played a scam on you?
I mean, no. I figured that did I get it back?
Yeah. We might have sold it in the auction. We did resell the artwork. The purpose was to see if it would sell for more after it had been in space. But we've also been paying to keep all that work in storage. So there was a box of that work in the storage.
We do have it. Yeah.
Of the stuff that didn't sell. Do you think you might have moved as that was going up? That might have been around that time.
Oh, I remember because what was there? Was your TED Talk near there?
You left right after the TED Talk, didn't you? You had a show.
I had a really nice show. I sold out. I remember you taking me out front and being like, "What's next?"
I think I took you out front and I said, you know what's funny is every show we've ever had after the show, whoever had the show stopped coming in. Didn't matter how well they sold, it was like it just became like a stepping stone onto the next thing. And you said, I would never do that. And I said, good. And you said, except for I'm moving. I was like, son of a bitch.
But the reality is of it is like
I'll get it.
the cool can you do the coolest thing? The coolest thing you can do in Calgary is have a knockout show with Rich. So like, you know.
No, I actually find that quite nice to hear, but it's a little bit like being a teacher, right? Like, yeah, like the coolest thing you can do is get in the art room and make some paintings, but then you graduate and go and do interesting stuff. I'm stuck in the art room by myself watching the world move by, you know? It's like being stuck in a perpetual loop, like the Twilight Zone.
Scott's fun. He's adding in aliens. I do believe in aliens. I think they're walking amongst us. You don't have to read it out loud. I'm throwing in my 2 bits. Oh, sorry. He said it. I didn't hear it.
I have no problem with aliens.
Yeah, me too.
I have no problem. Actually, I don't even have problems with Mothman. Like, I could be convinced.
Back to cryptids, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be convinced that
That's beautiful.
I could be convinced that the cryptids are misunderstood. Here's the thing I think about cryptids, and I think this is really important for science and religion and politics and everybody to pay attention. You ready?
Yes.
Not much more than 100 years ago, gorillas were a myth.
Right.
They were every bit as much a myth as Bigfoot. So where we believe there could be giants walking around the north or a giant snake in the Loch Ness, we have all these weird beliefs that all of these things aren't real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I told you 15 years ago there was an octopus that lived, I think, near Brazil, and it can turn into 15 different creatures, like a shapeshifter, you would call that like El Chupacabra or something. Like you'd come up with a cryptid name, and you'd act like it was a mystical thing that you can choose to believe in if you want to scare your children. But then they documented this flippin' octopus. Well, it's probably on Zach's list because it was fake video, but they have video of this octopus turning into 15 different creatures. And then as soon as they see that octopus, they give it a scientific name and it stops being a cryptid. And at the same time, it was a myth that gorillas existed for like hundreds of years. And then it wasn't until a European took his camera out and shot a picture of one that they started calling them gorillas, because other than that, they just thought it was a myth. And it's because they're rare. And you don't just go for a walk and see a gorilla hanging around in the jungle.
Silverback. Yeah.
You have to like move into the jungle and really search for them. But as soon as a thing gets documented, it stops being a monster. Like if you imagine, and I had a conversation with this the other day. This kid's like, Mr. Taylor, like, are there monsters? I'm like, of course there are. And I go, what would you call a monster? And he's, big, furry, big teeth. I'm like, great. What do you think they thought the first time they saw a grizzly bear in North America? Like, if that wasn't every definition of a monster, then what are you talking about? Well, no, it's just a grizzly bear. It's like,
because it has a name.
Because it has a name. So all we do as humans is we give names to things, and they stop being mystical.
Less scary, yeah.
You know what's it? There's some esoteric energy there. If you're possessed, you just got to find out your little demon's name and then
like putting names to things.
Yeah.
That's the word is always the first thing in every faith too. Is like they put words to that's how things come into being, is putting words to things. Like that's in every single faith is you name it.
That goes back to my purpose.
Yeah.
I think we are made out of stories, and we tell stories, and we're words and stories. My whole life is one grammatical point in a story, and
actually, that's why I'm less scared about talking tomorrow. Is I'm just telling a story.
Yeah,
like it's
like a Nancy.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Oh, I see it. Can you pass me that
hair dryer?
Yeah. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to hit mute, and I'm hoping either Zach or Kelly tells us something super interesting.
Oh, just behind here.
Ooh, I'm worried about that. Okay, let's try it. Yeah. All right, here's what might happen. I'm going to use this blow dryer, which is cheesy. I got a heat gun for real.
But it would burn.
And there's a very good chance that I might blow a fuse and this whole system disappears. So it's 8:11. It might be the shortest Isle of Roux we've ever had.
It's covered. The other hole's covered up there.
You can take the temporarily. You can take the white one out. Yeah. So if we go down, that's my fault. And then I'm going to mute. Do you know the shame I'm feeling using a blow dryer as an art tool? I have like 1,000-degree heat gun. It's just not table safe. Okay, tell us a story, Zach.
Yeah, there's a physics renaissance happening right now, and I'm tuned into a group called Demystify Sci, and they do a lot of great work with one of my favorites, Formscapes. This dude, Keegan Morgan, and Demystify Sci is on this tip, this anti-Newtonian tip, this anti-Einsteinian tip, and so this physics renaissance is on, and a key indicator of that is what are they? Black body radiation is being redefined, and it's not only about celestial bodies. And I think that everybody needs to get on board with the modern era of physics, and we need to renegotiate terms with the gatekeepers of our understanding of the laws of physics.
Camera's plugged in?
Yeah.
Or did you unplug it?
I just unplugged it and plugged it back into a different place, so it wasn't covering.
Well, it's hilarious, Rich. I saw that in the background.
What?
Blowing your hair.
Oh, thanks. That's Rich on a motorcycle. Zach, you weren't here last week.
No, I missed a couple weeks. I was ill, and then there was something else.
Can you check your phone and send you a message?
I've been ill and I've been scared. Pardon me?
I'm going to send you a message.
It'll be okay.
You left me a message.
No, just check your phone. I'm going to send you a message.
Okay.
Did I send you a message in the last few weeks?
Oh yeah.
Was it a sad one?
No. We had a sad talk. Well, no. I mean, not sad, but we had a discussion of sad things earlier this week.
Just check your phone.
What if you lose me? I don't know how to detect. Oh shit! I could have read it like that. Yeah. No. That came up. Yep. Okay. R.I.P. Spit.
I just I didn't want to stumble over it if you weren't.
Yeah. I was like between raves when I found out, and it was like
what's a rave?
Difficult time to process. It's like where many people on hallucinogens enjoy music.
That would be a weird time to get that.
That's weird because that's what they used to call raves in the 90s.
Yeah, same show. Yep.
Not possible that it's the same, but.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. Well, no, we're not. Yeah, we're not anything. We're not anything different than we were a decade ago.
No.
And yeah, so it was tough. It was tough because I wanted to call you all weekend, but it was like might not have been appropriate, and then trying not to.
People still have raves.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's on. Yeah.
Do you ever listen to punk music?
Yeah. I like it. Not. I mean, with other punks though, it takes another punk to get me in there.
What about like slam dancing? Does that still happen somewhere in the world?
That sounds dated.
Sounds what?
I'm not sure.
It sounds antiquated.
But you just went to a rave?
Oh, yeah. I might be using the wrong word. I don't know. It was
I
a.
feel like raves should have a new word by now. The young people would be calling it something else.
Yeah, I guess. Am I fucking?
I don't think they've had a rave since the late 1900s.
They might be. I can look that up.
What do we call it? What do we call it?
What do we call it?
I don't know. You should ask some of the young people that go to these parties what they're called now. I bet you.
Yeah.
You know what? If you'd be like, "Is this a rave?" They'll be like, "Okay, Unk."
Yeah.
Unk thinks we're having a rave.
This dinosaur thinks we're having a rave.
Those
Don't
kids-
believe in dinosaurs.
Those kids don't believe it. Everything's full circle. I
Yeah.
love that move.
That's my most vicious burn.
Oh, I love that moves.
What do you think of my move stack? Do you know what today is? It's Oliver's birthday. Wait, is it still the 8th?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Oliver's birthday. And on the 10th is Robin's birthday. And if your birthday is in mid-April, it means your parents are partying at the Stampede. Stampede babies. What do you think of this moose?
That is a fine moose.
Isn't it?
That is a really fine moose.
There were some debates that took place about separatism from kind of like that. You know, you have like different sort of like circles. If you use the social media, one might have originated in the early days of social media. Kids from your high school, or maybe kids from your baseball team, or however that works. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the very first sort of social media clans that I was looped into was the graduating class of my high school. And somewhere where they all accumulate, they started having a discussion about separating. And they degraded from talking about separating into talking about I don't want to quote anybody because I wasn't part of the conversation, but it had to do with immigration. And a good friend of mine's feelings were hurt over comments made by these idiots that I used to go to school with about immigration. And I think also because like they took for granted that that he was Canadian, but obviously his family immigrated. So I think it hurt his feelings. And
Of course.
like I'm an adult, and for the first time in my life, and this is part of the privilege, I never even thought about my mom immigrating to Canada, right? Because she came from the British Commonwealth. Wasn't really that much of a immigration story, but never thought my mom was an immigrant before. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I mean, I even got my British citizenship in the mail
Mm-hmm.
without considering that my mom was an immigrant. I think she'd said it once or twice, And you'd be like, oh yeah, of course I knew that, but it never really sunk in.
Right, because like you said, immigrating.
Well, also because my family's so Canadian. Like
Yeah.
I think we're like 10th generation, which doesn't stand up to like people whose families have been here for 10,000 years. But we're definitely talking about being ashamed of being a settler or early settlers. And sometimes they say potato farmers and sometimes they say bootleggers. Who knows what they did?
Those potato bootleggers.
Yeah, but did you always say potato, or did you get that from me? See, my mother said potato. Potato, but
And
my grandmother said
taco.
potato.
Potato.
Potato. Potato.
I don't know what I used to say.
But you say potatoes now? Okay, so I would say potato, unless I was talking about farming, and then they're potatoes, because they were
That's
potato
good.
farmers.
Tomato.
Zach, did you have any farming in your family? Not with me.
He maybe took a break.
Scott, do you have any farming in your family? We had a PD one day when somebody on staff mentioned that they came from farming stock, and I thought, well, that's funny, because I never think of myself as a farmer. I have one plant, and it's the first plant I've ever had, and you take care of it.
And we call it Lil Feral because it's just feral enough to live.
But I do know that I came from potato farmers, and I explain to some extent. I think that's why when I wrestled, I had so much arm strength. A lot of heavy lifting.
Do you think farmers are different than like orchard, like gardeners? Like
Yes, I do. Very different.
my
What a funny
grandma.
thing to ask.
My grandma had orchards in Hungary
Yeah.
and animals.
Well, that sounds like
farming.
they had people to do the farming for
No,
them.
they did all the taking care of, but it
Right.
was like they had animals and then they had like grapes because they
I don't
a vineyard.
associate with farming. Like I don't have any sense of like that wasn't part of my childhood. I think my dad used to fish.
Oh, Scott used to drive combines. Holy
Right.
wheat.
What did you farm? What was your wheat? Was it wheat? So that was the conversation we had at work, was that somebody on staff was introducing themselves, and they introduced themselves by what their family grew.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, oh, wow, I never thought about it. But like, I do know that my family grew potatoes. So it was kind of like it hit me that they were potato farmers. And I wonder if there's like a personality trait that's different for like you were saying, like what did they grow?
They had a vineyard, like orchards.
What did they grow?
Grapes in Hungary.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's a different personality
Wheat.
that
Scott had wheat.
there's a different personality that that grows grapes than potatoes.
Totally, yeah.
But I also think that orchards are like I don't know. I'm going to get in trouble now. Somebody that knows about orchards is going to tell me it is every bit farming. But I think, is there even a name for orchardry or something? Like,
I'm not sure.
what do you call it when you care for an orchard?
That is interesting, actually. Scott said his place was out by close to Drumheller by Olds. By Drumheller. He farmed wheat.
Is that space like what happened to that space? Is it around? Can we go there and take a road trip? I've got time this week. My dad's family had a ton of land in northern Alberta, and I think it was all partitioned off, and some of it was lost in some bad decisions, reckless behavior, and
There is some stuff happening outside.
yeah. But there's no legacy there for me to go visit, even just drive by. Does Scott answer?
He said the Drumheller one, sure.
Is it still part of your family? You know what's funny?
What?
I just thought I'd draw a diner. Do you know how we've kind of turned our home into a diner?
Yeah. Are you drawing yourself at our table?
No. But I had a flashback to when we went to Vancouver. On the way back from Vancouver the last time, actually, we'd meant to go see Zach Abbott and didn't make it out because of we kind of got turned around at Portland because there was a fight and couldn't find anywhere to stay.
That's so intense.
So we ended up entering Canada at a different place.
Yeah, you're right.
We had plans to go meet up with Zach and we're going to pick up some paintings for a show and got detoured. But on the way back, we stopped at that diner that had been purchased by another family, and it had completely lost its
loving feeling.
Its flavor. Yeah, it was like a busy restaurant with bad food and old tables
and old vinyl that was falling apart.
Yeah, there was like no sense of like being in a diner, just in an old. It just felt like there's a difference between feeling like you're in a diner and having just really shitty old furniture.
Scott says, yeah, sure is. Aw. That sounds excellent.
Want to go out and visit? Want to go there? We have time this week.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that's a lot to ask. Could be like your family where it's like there's like fences drawn.
Right, and time allotments.
Right. Jessie, I think, had access to 2 cabins when I met her, which is unfortunate because I'm not a very cabin-y person. So we didn't go out very often. She'd say, let's go to the cabin. I'm like, well, there's lots of time. And then some family dynamics happened, and now there's no cabins. And then I'm at school and everybody's talking about like, oh, my wife has a cabin out in wherever.
Scott says, sure, I'll call my cousin tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you guys gonna go dig up some dinosaur bones?
No.
Just going to a farm.
Why were you planning to go bury some?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold up, let me get some in the dirt.
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yeah. Do you ever forget like some of the conspiracies that you've contributed to and then like get caught?
Oh yeah, like I'm talking out of the wrong way, and then someone says, wait a minute, Zach, aren't you a
Right. Have you ever been caught up in like a trap? Like a logic trap?
Just start crying, and then
there are certain things that I believe in multiple answers to things. And then so it would be easy enough to try and trap me in a logic trap for lots of things. Can I give you an example of one?
Yeah.
I opened up Gorilla House with some people that you might describe as art snobs that had an adamant belief that only people with art degrees should be able to take part in the event that we created.
Ooh.
And if you can believe that the place is actually an exclusive space designed for 8 people that had to have art degrees. We then invented a space that was based on inclusionism. That meant anybody could come and that you didn't have to go to art school to be an artist. And then I lived a double-edged sword for 12 years between like, I do believe in good and bad art. I believe it exists. And then I do believe there is good, bad art, which would mean that there are good artists and bad artists. And I tend to think that there's some systemic problems with attending an art school. But I also think that going to art school is a really valuable experience. So I have a multiple set of beliefs based on what I'm doing in the moment, whether I believe in art school or not. I definitely don't believe you have to be trained as an artist to come in the ring, right? But I also, sometimes wonder, because sometimes we get like people that didn't go to art school really bad mouthing art school. And I'd wonder to myself, like, what do you think we did for those? I did 5 years in art school and I worked really hard. So, like, I learned some stuff while I was there. And especially like as a teacher, there is a weird sense that they think you went to art school for a little while, didn't you, Zach? Like,
I did like some adult style lessons at ACAD, and then I stole a lot of art school with my buddy Mike.
was it difficult?
I mean, I didn't have any assignment. No, it was no pressure for me. No, I loved it. I needed it. Yeah.
Did you have some friends that were in school?
Yeah.
And would they have described it as difficult?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like,
I witnessed it being difficult, just unheard of.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I teach with teachers that a lot of them think that I did like an under degree that was akin to going to kindergarten. And
just a little tub time. You just spent like 4 years in the tub, just playing with duckies.
And they think that life got hard for me when I started my teaching degree. What I found was, for instance, when I went to ACA, the Alberta College of Art, it was it wasn't a degree program. We had 5-hour studio classes a week, and on top of our studio classes, we did our academics at lunchtime and in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, when it shifted to the degree program, I think it got to be like 3 days of studio class with lots of academics, and some of them were in the evenings and so forth. But when I went, it was 5 days a week of studio work, which was pretty grueling. Yeah. And then all of the academic stuff happened on your own time, and then they doubled the academic stuff to get the art degree. So I went back and did extra art classes.
Yeah, like English and art history.
Right. But I didn't suffer in art school. I suffered in like grade 1 to 12. Art school, I flourished. I'm going to say it was easy for me, other than some of the academic readings that I wasn't really excited about. I had no problem keeping up with when I wanted to go out, especially my VC friends, they'd be like, well, Rich, we can't all just go out and go to movie tonight. We have like assignments to do. I'm like, oh, just give it to me. And I would do the assignments of my friends that were struggling.
Because it was joyful. Like it
was really fast.
Yeah.
And so like there was elements of art school that just were literally no skin off my nose. But then there was parts that were hard, like the academic readings were hard and stuff. After I graduated, an opportunity came that if I did an extra 7 courses, I could have a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Now, what really sucked was I leapt on that, and then the next year was an extra 6 courses, and the year after that it was an extra 5 courses. So if I waited like 4 years, I would have gotten down to only having to take 2
But you would have
classes.
been taking classes. Like that was because
I needed 7 classes.
Yeah.
I took a class the next year. I needed 6 classes, and so did my friend that didn't take a class.
Oh, I see.
They kept reducing the expectations.
Oh.
As I was taking I don't mind taking those classes, but it was interesting how I looked after taking this extra 7 classes, realized I only actually, by the time I finished, I had only needed to take 2 extra classes. But the point I was going to make was when I went back to get my anthropology classes, the anthropology teacher happened to be teaching at U of C, Mount Royal, and ACAD at the same time. And she would give us these speeches like, well, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this, that I teach the same course at U of C, and I teach the same course at Mount Royal, and I teach the same course to you, and I give the same exams to all 3 schools. And generally the way it would work out is she would have about an 80 average at U of C, and on the same content, she would get about a 60 or 70 average at Mount Royal. But at our school, because of how we've been grilled through the art history classes, right, we were quite keen to work hard. And so anybody that survived that far was getting, I think the average mark was about 93%. So the ACAD students were doing exceptionally well on the exam she was giving us, to the point where it's problematic. She's like, I don't want to go around and fail kids so that I have this learning curve. So I'm just going to kind of go with it, but it's going to look weird, she said, because you're not supposed to have that many kids getting that high on, like, they assume that your content isn't hard enough.
Like you're changing things up for one group, or
she would have had to change up for a group because we all consistently did so well.
Right.
We all consistently did so well because we were very much used to working our asses off.
Mhm.
And so she had not anticipated the work ethic of kids that had survived art school. She also threw me out of class for some things that really bothered me, because she was just basically like, if you don't stop asking me questions, I'm going to ask you to take a break. Like, didn't throw me out and say I couldn't come back, but she said, I was asking, like, well, how come, like, because she was explaining how DNA worked.
Oh, I was going to say anthropology. Yeah.
Physical anthropology in this class. Same teacher. Yeah. But I was, like, really intrigued with, like, would it be possible, say, if a parent was really spent their whole life craving the leaves at the top of the tree, would it be possible that that could trigger some kind of, like, development that their offspring might have longer necks? And she was just so angry with me for asking this question. Let me reword that. I don't think she was angry with me for asking that question. I think she was angry with me for not letting the question go. Because I didn't. I pressed and pressed and pressed. And then later on, we learned about, like, you can have, like, trauma that's handed down from parent to sibling genetically. So if trauma can be handed down genetically, I don't see any reason why the desire for improvement couldn't be handed down genetically, right? And so, now that said, she did ask me to leave a few times when I was like, well, how do you know that time always moved at the same rate? You know, like the carbon dating stuff. And I was like, well, how do you know that time didn't move slower back then? She's like, well, that's a very good question, but it doesn't suit what we're doing right now. I'm like, well, it kind of does. And then she's like, why don't you just go get a drink of water?
Can you give me a drink of water?
Now, I've told this story about how she kicked me out of class a number of times. I don't know if I always tell people that she did invite me to go study Japanese macaques in Japan that year. So I was sort of thinking of giving up art for anthropology. And I couldn't have been doing that bad that I got invited to go do what would you call it? Like a training study. Yeah. And not everybody was invited. I did not have the means to go, like the spare time, I guess.
Scott said there's many stone arrowheads to be found. He said he texted his cousin.
Hear that, Zach? There's stone arrowheads. Who put those there?
Those are the hunters. They were hunting.
My buddy George.
All right. I think maybe I'm going to see if I can try and enough of these details to this story that I can tell this story without possibly alienating myself. I'm also kind of counting on maybe not that many people watch this broadcast. I don't think I can tell the story without compromising a person I know. It had to do, there's no way to tell this story.
That's okay.
I was just thinking about the question I had about, like, when you believe in a thing, but it doesn't really connect to everything in your life. And this one story that I was asking, kind of like, I was trying to understand how this person's particular condition worked. And they were giving me some details about how the condition worked. And I was like, oh, well, then can you still drive? Like, and they're like, oh, that's a good question. And it kind of ended the.
Oh yeah, Scott, no stress. He said no guarantee.
Oh yeah,
That
well,
is no-
we're flaky.
Yeah. No, there's
Who knows which way the wind will blow?
Yeah.
Because also tomorrow, Jess is giving a talk at the university, and as much as I'm excited about that, I seem to have like double booked myself for a number of things. What's the date of your thing?
The 9th,
The
April.
9th.
And you have an appointment on the 10th in the morning, I think.
Right. So I might be double booked all week.
Because we always think, oh, we have a week off. And then by the time it's Friday, it's like, oh my gosh, like we actually.
Well, we have a week off, except so much to do.
Yeah. So we did the time.
And then we shut the gallery down with that. Well, now we'll be able to get things done.
Yeah. We get things done, but it's. They're
no.
never extra time, though.
Yeah, like I don't know how we got things done when
How
we
did
had
we
the
change
gallery.
our tires when we had the gallery?
I think changing the tires was easier when we had the gallery, personally.
Like when you need something done, ask a busy person kind of thing. Like
No, I think that we would do things like move the tires into the gallery and store them there.
and then just stop by in the
And then
morning.
also like when the tires came back and they were kind of nasty, we could hose them off in the gallery.
gallery.
Now we're like, hell, we're going to clean these tires.
How?
And you were totally right to say maybe we should go to the car wash first because we were going to hose the tires off before we put them away for the summer.
Yeah.
So at some point we're going to have to find a way to hose off the tires so they don't rust.
But
Not the tires, but the wheels.
yeah. But then poor Felix got sick, so we were
Right. No, that's not why we didn't go.
no, but it was multiple
Something
things
else came up.
happening.
Yeah. I think I was thinking that we would go and clean the car afterwards, and then we're putting the tires in. Like, oh, I'm gonna need to find a way to clean these. I keep saying tires. Tires can get dirty, but the
rims or
the rims need work. Yeah.
oh my god, what am I doing here? Hated that. Stupid. I need like a teeny tiny needle for when I get down to the base of
Piece of the problem.
the thread and I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
cut a new thread. Just needed to do one more thing for me. I did it!
I did it.
Look! My
Nice.
salmon.
Yeah.
They have this crazy hook nose. Dad will like that. The sockeye salmon. Actually, they'll probably be running soon. They go anti-gravity in the springtime. Or is it in the end of summer? I don't know. I have to ask my dad.
There's no point in asking me.
Yeah, I don't know. Just saying things.
Oh. It's funny if I don't have coffee, I drink so much water.
Oh, you hydrate?
Hydrate.
Salmon.
I know I should wait to peel this, but I just can't. Hey, let's go.
Oh, I love the light.
Right. Guess what? I was tempted to overwork it. And then I thought, what if this is just the light?
Yeah.
And then you said you loved it, which is just what I needed. I haven't hit that garbage once.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's off camera, and as far as everybody at home knows. Should I have more art shows then? Since I have a purpose? What will be the purpose of my art shows? Every time.
Careful.
Every freaking
That
time.
brick. Cause you're just like
No, it came off fine.
willy nilly, and then your brush is all
How
over
is
the
it that
place.
you don't know that I'm willy nilly? I was born to be
Your middle
willy-nilly.
name is Willy
Right,
Nilly. No,
right. Okay.
honestly.
What if it comes off? Then what? Almost came off. It looks like I'm trying to hide my mistakes now.
No,
It does.
no. That's
Okay.
a nice brush.
That's the one I just found. I thought you were holding that on me. I was like, we got new brushes. Okay. I could put some pancakes on this table. Do you know what the nature of this painting is? These are Canadians.
Oh, maybe they have milk and pancakes.
I also, okay, go back to my question about like when like you get distracted from your goal or whatever.
Mhm.
I wonder if like those people that want to separate will have like moments where like it's Terry Fox Day. And then they'll be like,
No.
we love Terry Fox, and they're like, wait, he's Canadian. We're Alberta planned.
Oh my gosh, Remembrance Day. What will they do? What will they do, Rich?
They'll make a list of Alberta soldiers,
That is so funny.
exclusively
Celebrate them.
celebrate. What was it?
Just a little beaver and the salmon. I love all of these guys. They're making me giggle with joy.
I have a question for you, Zach.
Lay it on me.
You ready?
Yeah.
As a contrarian, if you were still living in Alberta, do you not assume that you would be a separatist?
Wait, I'm down if they separate anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect you.
Well, I mean, I'd have to get an Alberta passport.
No, you couldn't have an Alberta passport.
What? I was born in Alberta, baby. It's my birthright.
No, that's what the separation is. Forfeiting your birthright.
To the land that's separating. Wait, what?
No, and I keep trying to explain this to people.
Oh, yeah.
There's a precedent for it because it happened with the Czech Republic, and people just assume. A lot of people assume that if Alberta separated, they would just move to like Saskatchewan or something. And the problem is if Alberta separated, you would have to immigrate to Saskatchewan.
Mm.
So the assumption that you get to just sort of carry on as a Canadian would be that, like, through the process of separation, Albertans would become the members of the country of Alberta. They could apply to move to somewhere in Canada, but citizenship isn't guaranteed with separation.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I mean, like, that paperwork would be easy for me to fill out.
Sure.
Like, dumb easy. Like my relatives, where I was born. That would be.
Danielle Smith is currently working on that, though.
Working on preventing me from being a dual citizen. If they this sounds like that sounds tyrannical. Sounds like they need Albertans more than Alberta needs them.
Death to tyrants.
Death to tyrants.
Well, she had a plan for making immigrating to Alberta more difficult.
Yeah, that sounds like you're losing a fight. Fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Nationalize one of our resources. We're all rich. We can't even talk about it. I'm a contrarian. Nobody wants everyone to have fresh water. It's fucking weird. Everyone should have fresh water forever. What?
Yeah.
What? Doesn't even. So wherever that put up all the political boundaries you want, as long as everybody's getting fresh water, who the fuck cares?
Well, the war in the Ukraine.
I mean, I'm not studying it by any means, but yeah, I know it exists.
Do you know where it came from?
Isn't there a body of water adjacent Ukraine that isn't adjacent Russia, and they wanted it? Or?
The Ukraine had been part of Russia, but it had also been initially the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And part of their water was taken back by Russia.
Mm.
And their solution was to blow up the dam that provided water for, is it Crimea?
Yeah, Crimea.
And it's a while since I did some reading about this, but I wanted to do some reading about this because I wanted to know what was going on. And the solution they had about losing some of their land was to blow up access to water for the people that were assimilated into Russia. Which is like, I'm not making excuses for Russia, by the way.
I'm pro-Russia, so this is only fuel for my arguments.
You're for Russia?
pro Russia. Been pro Russia, baby.
I'm going to give you my Zorky.
What's that mean?
It's a camera. It's like a copy of my.
It's a Russian camera that they
It's a knockoff of a Leica.
Cool.
It is really cool.
It takes amazing pictures, but for some reason I only get about 5 per shot. So
Fun.
I'm done with it.
It's wild. It just does its own thing.
Well, no, it probably needs a servicing. And then if you get to love it, you probably figure out just how to load the film so you don't have any of those mishaps. But I also have been shooting on a Leica, so I'm not used to struggling. The Leica is struggle free. This is my table full of Canadian gentlemen having a coffee.
Oh,
Can
I
you
like
put that
the
off to the
maple
side?
syrup.
I know I put that there on purpose.
I love it. I like that they just have their cups and their
Did I
maple
say maple syrup? They're like, I forgot to draw the maple syrup. Here, look at this. This is
I love that mousse.
a Canadian mousse. If you believe in such things.
It's really beautiful.
Zach, are moose real?
I've seen some moose. Yeah, I've seen evidence of moose.
Are birds real?
Most of them. Yeah, I think most of them are. Yeah.
Yeah, then you believe in dinosaurs. There you go. You definitely believe in megafauna and dinosaurs.
If I believe in birds, I believe in megafauna.
If you believe in mooses, you believe in megafauna.
I mean, the moose is pretty light compared to megafauna. What do you call it? Like, you can call it like large fauna.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. That's close enough to reality that I can sleep tonight. Call those some baby steps.
Yeah. Come on.
Some small steps.
Yeah.
Some mini fauna.
Duck. Raccoon. Would a raccoon look like a raccoon without the black band on his eye?
If there was such thing.
Whoa.
If a raccoon lived, would it look like a raccoon without the black band over his eyes?
I don't know. Do they have black bands, or is that just in cartoons?
No, they do.
Have you looked?
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
They do.
What about the theory that raccoons are aliens?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, they're totally aliens. Look at them.
Super alien. There's no story. They have no heritage.
Okay, listen.
Uh-oh.
Here's a funky
They
thing
have hands.
that I have
They
no
do.
problem with. Okay.
Okay.
Back to octopuses.
Yeah.
They're very unlike us, and yet they have a very similar eyeball to us. And it doesn't make sense.
Whoa.
It doesn't make sense that they have such similar eyeballs to us. If you
Right.
how separate they are from us on the evolution. Do you believe in evolution?
Oh.
Did he say yes? Just trying to lay the groundwork here.
Darwin, dude, give me a break.
It's hard to find some anchor points that we can even discuss things on. Okay, so to get back to agreeing with you that raccoons might be aliens, I don't know if I've ever told anybody this, but it would make a lot of sense to me.
Oh my god, I love your raccoon.
If water bears were the source of most human life. And I don't know if I've read that somewhere or if other people say it, but
Water what?
Tardigrades.
Water bears. It would make a lot of sense to me if all human life evolved out of water bears. And then it would also make a lot of sense to me that water bears might have hitchhiked to the planet from somewhere else. So I have no problem believing that all life on Earth is alien life.
What is that? Panspermia? Is that?
What do you say?
Tardigrade. I don't know where, like Rich is saying, I don't know where they came from, but they like lived in every single.
What's the word that he said?
I'm not sure. Say it again.
Panspermia?
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's a mushroom thing.
That doesn't bother me. If humans came from mushrooms,
Yeah, and then mushrooms came from space. Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean, those are things we know we don't know. So it's not problematic to speculate.
Yeah, and that's not. When you asked me if I ever got caught in contradiction.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just throw some wannabe Taoist shit at it.
I wanted to know if you'd admit to being caught in a contradiction. I also wondered what you felt about that, and like I've seen you dodge.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like I can I'm an octopus, man.
If you believe in such things.
I mean, octopus exist. I mean, that's not. You can go to an aquarium like right now. But does the moon exist? You can't go there right now. It's like you exist because I can come see you right now. I currently see. I'm witnessing you existing right now.
We're not that different because the difference in how we present problems is the big difference. Is that to me, I try not to ever talk about something that happened in a room that I wasn't in. You know, that if I'm talking about something that happened in a room that I wasn't in, I'm expecting everybody that knows me to believe that the entire thing starts with an if.
Yeah.
If it's true that this happened, then this is how I'd feel.
Yeah.
But I and that's the thing I'm most defensive about is that, for instance, with the moon landing, it's my tendency to think that it happened, but I would never say that it happened because I wasn't there, right? And when people ask me like, "Oh, well, what happened here?" I was like, "Well, I wasn't there, so I can't tell you. I wasn't on the premises. I didn't see it happen. Anything I say is speculative." Now, and that's the duality I live with is I tend to believe a thing, but I'm not convinced it's true. But at the same time, I forget that I have to say, just as you know, this is what I believe, and I don't expect you to believe it too, right? And that's like with my students, with my friends, with the people I debate with. I always assume that everything is unknowable, and that what I think is what I think. And I'm not trying to change anybody's mind, by the way. I'm just trying to understand where they're coming from by trying to get closer to what they're saying. So that's a constant for me, and it's also a constant sense of contradiction. Like, oh, I thought you thought this. I'm like, well, what I think is, I have no reason to believe that there wasn't a moon landing. What I know is that I wasn't there, and I have no right to talk about it. But I also think that I'm going to err on the side of not breaking something unless I know it needs to be broken. And I think with the moon landing, there's a lot of you really believe that's a thing that needs to be torn apart. I'm protective of the possibility that it might be something that really mattered to those people that put their lives into it. Like the idea of getting that far into space while your kid is dying, right after your friends were set on fire, and then having the world go, that didn't happen. That to me seems pretty devastating. I can't imagine what it would be like to have people question you about telling the truth. And I hate when people wonder if I'm lying, because that's why I don't lie. It's not that I can't lie. Most places I've worked, they know I can't tell a lie. I could tell a lie. I just don't, because it's so important to me to be believed, right? I spend so much time investing in being somebody that you can believe in. I had this one coworker that told everybody that we were brother and sister. It was just a funny gag that the kids are so gullible. And then she'd come in and be like, if the kids ask we're brother and sister, I'm like, I'm never going to do that. And I have a similar disdain for, I can't stand April Fool's Day, right? You spend so much time trying to get the kids to believe in what you have to say, and then you make a fool out of them for trusting you. And all April Fool's Day jokes hinge on "you're a sucker for believing in me," and it drives me nuts. So I can lie, but I don't because I need people to believe me when I'm telling the truth. I had a kid that one day got in trouble, and he said the reason he was in trouble is he was really mad that I gave him the finger. And it was complicated because I kind of did give him the finger. Where's us? I was counting things out on my fingers, and I was like this and that and this and that, and I was telling a story with my hands, and then I was adding this and adding this and subtracting that, and the way it ended up with, I either had to have like this finger come up, or like twist my other hand into a configuration when like I think I had like this finger available and this finger available for my story, and this one's uncomfortable, the ring finger, so I inadvertently landed on my middle finger, counting out the math of a story. And all the kids flipped out like it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. And it was completely innocent on my part that I didn't mean to flip them the bird, but they all thought it was so funny that I did flip them the bird. I thought it's going to be way harder to explain to them that that was an accident than to just roll with it and let them live out their day. So I let them live out their day. And then like a couple hours later, a particular kid in that class got in trouble for something else. The principal said, like, why are you so angry today? He's like, well, because Mr. Taylor gave us the finger. He didn't get in trouble. So Verhappen comes to my room, and the door flies open while he's teaching. He's like, Mr. Taylor, and he's standing there with this kid. He goes, did you or did you not flip the bird to your class? And I go, well, it's complicated. And he goes, I'm going to talk to you later, but I believe that you didn't. And then he said, you know why I believe that he didn't? Because when Mr. Taylor does something wrong, he comes and tells me. And sometimes I don't even want him to come and tell me. But he does every time. And the reason I do that is because when something goes wrong, I want the person that I work with to know that I would tell you if I did something wrong. And then another time in that same school, this one kid was really kind of high strung. Kids weren't allowed to wear baseball caps at the time. And I told this kid, he had a brand new hat. It was a really nice hat. And I go, hey, man, like, you can't have that hat. And he got mad. And he took the hat off, and he stuck the hat in the garbage. Mm. And I immediately felt like sadness for his mom who bought that hat. And she didn't have the most money in the world. So he stormed off. And with my particular branch of the autism tree, I really hate touching garbage. Like, that was actually one of the reasons why I attacked Gonzo the one time I attacked Gonzo. Was because he threw garbage at me and just like lost it. But I reached into the garbage and I got the hat. And I used to have a rock club at that school. And so I had a good relationship with some of the kids that were in my rock, lots of the kids, but the kids in my rock club had like a special like trust relationship. Mm-hmm. So this one kid from my rock club comes up to me and he goes, yo, man, I heard what you did with so-and-so's hat. And I was like, what do you think I did with so-and-so's hat? And he's like, I heard you stuck it in the garbage. And I was like, oh, man, you should know me better than that. And he looked at me for like 3 seconds, walked back to this other kid. Then I just saw the whole crowd walk away from that other kid because they're like, no, Mr. Taylor would never throw your hat out of the garbage. I didn't tell them that I went into the garbage to pull it out. I didn't tell them that the hat was waiting at the office. I just said, you should know me better than that. And that's like something that really, like, if somebody's questioning me and I've earned, I'm the first to rat on myself every time. But then if something goes wrong and I did it, you should know that I would have told you if I did it. Anyhow, that's why I hate April Fool's Day. I think somehow I started that story talking about something else as well. I don't remember what. There's another full circle there that I lost track of.
We went for a ride there. I'm pro honesty, man. And yeah, you gotta come forward. You gotta own it. You gotta.
Well, and that's probably my problem with graffiti is my graffiti tag would be Rich Taylor did this. What are you going to do? Coming at me. I was on the train with Jesse picking up our car, and we were on an old train, like they had a vintage train out rolling. And the old trains, they had kind of round roofs. I don't know what the new trains look like now, but I know in the old, like as soon as I got on the old train, I had a flashback to art school where I came up with this project where I measured the size of the ad space at the top of the trains. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's like bus ads and train ads where they'd like have like kind of like these curved.
Rectangle.
Yeah, and they like fit into the
Yeah.
slide them in there.
I made a whole series, like I did a whole year of art that fit those ad spaces perfectly.
That's it.
And I would just walk in and pop them in and exhibit.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
Thank you. I mean, in fairness, I think I got that idea was one of my early inspirations was Keith Haring.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
very safe with his chalk drawings on the black paper.
Yeah.
But for sure, I can't claim that I wasn't coasting off Keith Haring's brilliance. But yeah. So I invented an imaginary species of
Rick,
creatures.
you have a stronger impact on me than Keith Haring ever could.
Thanks. Well, I wish you'd seen my bonobo project. Bonobo? Not bonobo. That's an actual ape. The nobos?
No, Bob?
No, there is a bonobo.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Jesse
shout
has,
out Dr. Savage. Shout out Dr. Savage.
Jesse has nomos on her arm. I'm trying to name the creature I invented for this project was why do I feel like I would have called them bonobos? Is it possible I heard the word bonobo somewhere, integrated it into my artwork, and then learned about bonobos later?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Bonobos.
Because I knew primates early. I spent a bit of time in East Africa, and we were like pretty pro Jane Goodall family, and it took me till like 2015 to realize that a bonobo existed. So yeah, I didn't recognize bonobo as a species of anything, and like amidst the primates,
No, I don't think nomos was the proper word, or bonobos. I'm trying to remember the name.
They're a musical group as well.
I bet you there would be. There's a historian that I went to school with who keeps really good track of what we used to do. And Josetta Stitch would probably remember the name of the creatures I invented for this train project that lasted like a year. Or maybe Josetta Stitch had graduated at that point. There would be somebody. Somebody knows. I'll have to try and remember it now because it's kind of irking me. But I invented these kind of like fuzzy creatures that actually look like Roux. Kind of thing of it. And they would sort of comment on like this horrible like society they lived in, and how easy it would be if they just learned love and respect for each other. But I can't remember what I called them. And they all fit into the ad bus spaces on the trains. And like several times when I was popping them in, people would go and hit the emergency button. Like get up.
Shit. You get snitched on?
Like while I was putting them up, I remember this one kid with a backpack getting up and like watching me with one eyeball as he walked over and pressed the emergency button.
That's like there's some pretty weird psychology with that. That's
Connecticut. He was supposed to get stitches.
Yeah. I get no comment. Well, I mean, we're on the internet. You're employed as a yeah.
I wasn't bothered. I was just intrigued, like why he was so interested in.
Yeah.
Maybe
Being
his
in an arc?
dad,
No, that poor man is a victim. I mean, the only thing I have.
teenager. Maybe his dad worked for the art department at the city transit. Oh, speaking of which, if you work for city transit, I'm making this whole thing up.
My dad's an orthodontist, and you covered up his ads in the bus. I gotta call the police.
Can I tell you something?
That's an orthodontist.
Can I tell you something?
He worked hard for those ads.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
2 things. You ready?
Yeah.
Point number 1, I never once covered up anybody's ad.
Yeah, nice.
Inspired by Keith Haring, who was just using the blank knockouts.
Right.
So I was very conscious about not taking anybody's art space. That was like part of my philosophy.
You weren't writing over it.
Yeah, that's your modus operandi.
Yeah, and not only did those characters have, like, I think maybe a similar name to something that's evolved into our current process. Not only did they look like Roux from the Isle of Roux, but strangely enough, do you remember, Jess? I was telling you I had like this dream of putting a camera in space, and then we get to put art in space at the space agency.
Yeah.
This is funny because where I used to put ads into the ad spaces
Oh yeah.
on the trains, I totally never connected that Jim Button gave us a train to authentically, with permission,
Fill all of the trains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there was pictures of us with our train ads, and somebody went on Facebook and goes, "Seems to me you haven't done that in years." And I was like, "Ah!"
Oh.
But I totally forgot that that we used to do that, or that I used to do that. And were they called the oboes? I wonder if they're called bonobos.
I don't know, but it's all pretty cute. The full circle.
They kind of looked like Bigfoot, and they were this like super peaceful people. No, they were stupid people that allowed all their peacefulness to dissipate. So some of them were sort of thoughtful and peaceful, and the rest were like monsters that only cared about money. I wonder what I called them though. I don't even know how I'd find that out.
Well, I think that's very fun.
9:12. Okay.
We covered a large amount of stuff today.
Strangely enough,
We made some waves. Whoa.
What do you think?
How's that red working there so well?
what red? Let's see it. Let's do
Oh,
this.
the blue background.
Mark
yeah.
Vasquez says his mentor said every painting needed some red.
How's that working there so good?
It was the first time I got the tape off. That
Yeah,
wasn't a
the
problem.
red with the blue.
Somehow, hey? Well, it's crazy.
That is a gorgeous raccoon too.
Mhm.
That is, yeah.
Rocky Raccoon.
What about this flat place? What about this flat action here? Look at this.
Only to find Gideon's Bible.
That
Guess
is
what?
lovely.
That's what it looks like when you're in space.
Yeah, that's what it looks like if you're a computer generated.
That's right now. You would see something like that, but a little more curved.
I love you guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate your patience.
It's not a matter of patience. It's a joy to be near you. When this dries, I'm going to put some gold eyeballs in.
I love that.
Whoa, is Spyox still alive?
What's the word?
It was a word that he used to write. I don't know him very well, but
Oh, writer?
yeah.
I think so. I think I saw something recently.
Yeah, right. Because I bought some waves off of him 100 years ago at Gorilla and really looked up to that dude. And this reminds me of that.
Huh. Oh.
So shout out Spyock. He still exists. Hit me up.
I mean, if he's not here, he's part of the ether. So
Then he
still
hears you
exists.
anyways, yeah.
Don't even get me started on the ether, Rich.
Wait, what's your theory on ether?
My theory is I bet you and Michelson and Morley are all best friends. I bet you guys all make fun of Leibniz. I bet you guys are all going to Einstein's tea parties.
Do you know, my dream was to go to see a TED Talk because I like those guys as thoughtful, well-read, educated people. And then I got to give a TED Talk, and the only reason I took up the offer was they told me I got to eat dinner the night before with the TED speakers, and I was like so jonesing on going to hear what the TED speakers had to say at dinner that it didn't entirely occur to me that I'd have to give the TED Talk. Like I thought I'd weasel my way out of it after I had dinner. Is that silly? Or maybe I kind of thought maybe they'd tell me I didn't have to do it, like once I tried to give it to them.
They like hear your dinner conversation, they're like, oh no.
It was the hardest. That was the hardest thing I've ever done. I never worked that hard on anything. And it was 5 weeks. I spent more energy in those 5 weeks getting my talk ready than I did probably in my 4th and 5th year of art school combined. This could be the exact wrong thing to do. Or it could be miraculous. Did I just screw something up? Sorry.
No, you did not.
The whole table shaking. I'd be so mad at you right now.
You know what's wild?
What?
This used to be so high pressure.
During the Isle of Roux?
Doing these Wednesdays was intense. It was like a TED Talk for me every Wednesday.
Do you know what's funny? Is right before Darcy passed, we spent a couple days watching. Actually, it might have been just one day. I think we spent a whole day watching the original Gorilla House movies. And
is that public access? Is there?
Yeah, just on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think we have like 78,000 views, but the Gorilla House movies are just so far back you'd never see them. You'd have to scroll through to see them.
Yeah.
But we scrolled back to the beginning. We watched the first 20 because Felix had never seen them. So we sat down with Felix and watched the first 20 Gorilla House movies. I think we shot 56 out of...
We were showing Oliver's girlfriend, young baby Oliver.
Yeah, and so Oliver was pretty close to the age that Felix is now. But there was a shift between Rumble House and Gorilla House that by the time we did Rumble House, we knew what we were doing and it wasn't scary anymore. Whereas the Gorilla House videos, you could just see the like razor's edge all the time, right? Like every single one of us was on the razor's edge, and me the most because I really had a lot at stake when I was starting out the Gorilla House. And anytime something worked, it was just miraculous. The joy was. We have the clip where we sold our first $200 painting, made the video, and it's so funny because Aaron, our videographer, got excited, and so this one piece everybody was jonesing for, and the bidding went like $10, $20, $30, $40, $50. Do I get $60? Do I get $70? $80, $90, $100, $200. So he meant to say 110, but he got so excited it came out 200. And then like there's this like kind of gasp, and then everybody in the room looked at him. He's like, "Yeah, I meant it." Buddha?
The in love.
He's always like, yeah, he's feeling good about it.
Nice.
Marlboro, smoking a Marlboro. Those were wild. That the Razor's Edge is real. I think I've seen, like I've snuck back to a few oldies, and yeah, that like over the shoulder energy was real.
Can I tell you? There's Jess and I were friends actually right up until we closed Gorilla. So a lot of people thought we were dating, and we weren't. It wasn't until after we closed the Gorilla that we considered dating. And I also had spoken to my ex about it, and she said she would be happy if I started dating, but she was not happy with me dating Jessica. That came up before I even thought of it, really. But that said, in episode number 19, Jess, who had been in a relationship at the beginning, had just broken up with her boyfriend and managed to have 3 boyfriends show up at the gorilla battle all at once. So one guy walked in with her on kind of a date, and we were all like, what are you bringing this chump for? And then 2 other guys showed up, and you can just watch her fall apart on camera. And there's one part where like Aaron, who was also irritated, zoomed in on her having like, you wouldn't know unless you knew, but if you know, you can see she's having a mental breakdown. And she goes into slow motion, starts like licking her head and doing this like squirrel thing.
I call it the squirrel.
You got to watch number 19 knowing watching and it's also super funny because are you laughing at us or your cows?
No, I'm laughing at the squirrel move.
Yeah,
coined.
Watch number 19 because you can see at first we're all happy. We had this like chaotic friend with an abusive boyfriend, and we sort of emancipated her from a dangerous situation, and everybody's kind of happy. And then you see as the evening goes on, Jess shows up with this twerp and a mustache. I hope he's not watching tonight. And you just see everybody's tension change. Like, did everybody have a crush on Jess? I don't know. I start painting these 5 kids kicking the shit out of another kid. And
Elijah's
painting went dark really fast. And we're all just like not approving of the situation. And then I remember walking outside to get a breath of fresh air and seeing a vampire swoop into the gallery. And I was like, who's that? And then I thought to myself, I don't know who that was, but I bet you that's one of Jess's like gentleman suitors. And so he had kind of like a trench coat and dark shoes. And all I saw was his feet and his legs and almost like a cape. And the strangest thing is when Aaron was shooting the video, he managed to catch this guy 2 or 3 times. And all you see is this vampire sort of swooping around the room. And I never once saw his face in real life or on video, but I remember thinking as I shot it, I had a feeling like this is what went down. And it wasn't until after you saw the video, you're like, oh my God, how did you know? And I was like, whoa, because like, it was funny.
It was funny.
That's my favorite tree painting of yours.
I love those negative space.
Do you remember you
trees.
showed me a tree painting and I was like, I don't like it. And it was like the one you were working on?
No, here, those turned out all right. Here, the one that, this one, I was supposed to go to a park. I was supposed to go to a park after painting these. A park that you frequented out here.
Mundy Park.
Yeah. And then what was funny is I went there on Google Maps and like this image came up and I was like, wow. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, this image does, like a lot of spruce.
I map that area all the time. Like when I don't have time to go visit home, I go walk down the street where I used to get beat up in Baker Drive.
But there was a painting that you didn't like that, like, it was really funny. It was so funny. I was like, what do you think of my painting, Rick? And you're like, it's awful. And I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, cool, that's cool. And then there were reasons why it was awful. Like on it, like from a technical level, like, these were the same dimension, these were the same color. There was no
like 10 paintings that I loved, and then the last one I hated. So I thought it would give some reality, to be honest, about the one I hated. What I didn't realize is it was the one you were working on that night, which just makes it super.
That I'd done in 68 minutes, and then it was like,
right.
But like
clean in your scab.
But we in that tour was some of like my best work, and like, yeah, and then this painting that I did in like an hour to like, we were trying to keep Libya out of it because I was working on these portraits. I was working on these controversial portraits, and I was like, I really shouldn't bring this up, and you know, colonial America was like kidnapping South American leadership at the time. And I was like trying to keep it art.
Art is political.
I mean, like, yeah, it's supposed to be the mirror or whatever, but like
weirdness about the American government suddenly getting all big brother to protect the world, but only places where they're going to get cheap oil. You know.
Yeah.
Third on that list is Canada, by the way.
There's a joke about Van Gogh's paintings and how they're going to get invaded once America finds out they're painted with oil.
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon?
No, it's good. It's good.
I'm trying to find this painting.
Zach, I'm curious what you think oil comes from. Don't say the ground. What's it? How did it? Were the aliens dropped it down here?
How did the aliens do what?
What do you think oil is made out of? The bitumen.
Oh, well, I mean, that's like, isn't that like simple chemistry? Aren't there like molecules that are, bonding and
Everything's made out of molecules. That's never a good answer.
well, I mean, like what? It's like, isn't it? What is it? It's complex hydrocarbon. What is it?
The origins of oil. Did God put it there?
I mean, if you're of that persuasion.
No, but what do you think about how the oil got there?
Where do I think if dinosaurs didn't do it?
No, because there are no dinosaurs.
Yeah, you know what? Another thing is, yeah,
Don't bring up the Rockefellers.
I'll happily admit that I don't know the source of our current, combustible fuel sources known as oil. But I know that scarcity of it was fabricated, and that dinosaurs is a convenient way to say that there are only so many.
Can I tell you something amazing about that story?
Shoot.
You're not wrong about that part.
Right?
It isn't that the oil came from dinosaurs. That's a big misconception.
Huge.
It's also a conspiracy theory that's like true enough that it has some weight. That the dinosaurs is the wrong word. And it's not prehistoric because so much is prehistoric. What's the word I'm looking for?
Cretaceous period?
No, it's another word for dinosaurs.
Trilobite?
Jurassic.
Well, it comes from the mostly plankton and
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's
there
reasonable.
weren't enough dinosaurs to really justify the amount of oil that was on the earth.
Yeah, there's other carbon, processes that in place. Like other carbon-based life forms are decaying at that time.
The time of the dinosaurs, algae and had broken down and became the energy source that we use in the gasoline.
Yeah, allegedly it was super green back then.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So I was in class one day and I was just mentioning it because we were studying it in science, and I tend to circle things in loops. And one of my grade 7s looked at me point blank. He's like, "The oil doesn't come from dinosaurs. That was a lie by Rockefeller." And I was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "What's your source?" He's like, "My dad." I'm like, "Okay, well, like, just maybe what's your dad's source?" Like, I wasn't arguing with him at all.
Just always
it was the same line in the movie we saw the others. Like, talk to your parents about that. I was just like, I love that you've looked into this. I love that you're thoughtful about this.
Yeah.
But I don't know like that source, so I always like to check my sources. I'll get back to you. I didn't see him for a couple of days, and what I looked up and found out was that it's from the same era as the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs' bodies would have contributed to it, but it was also a matter of plankton and algae is where the mass of it came from. I'm just trying to think of what the actual word was that made a lot of sense. The misconception, because you associate this word with dinosaurs.
Crustaceous?
No, not the time frame, but what's interesting It's not a hard word. I'm trying to remember. I'm just tired. You know, because coal happened at a time when the things that break down wood were outgrown by the trees. So the trees were making bark that couldn't break down, and so all the trees fell on the earth at a certain time and stayed for hundreds of thousands of years. And then as that one layer of trees piled up and created a problem, then dirt and so forth covered it up, and that's where all the coal in the world came from. This one point when coniferous. One point where all I have that gun.
That's good. Nice 6-shooter.
Pew, pew. I think the handle's a little small, but
Cute. It's funny how scale shifts as you're looking at the painting, and then I see your hand. Like scale
yeah.
changes so much when you're looking at it.
Put her there.
Okay, yeah. So that's what throws people, right? It comes from prehistoric matter, right? So I was right. It was prehistoric, but even that's like seems so simplified.
Yeah.
Prehistoric is like
Prehistory, like from what?
20,000 years ago.
Yeah,
It's prehistoric,
yeah.
right? But it's millions of year old plankton and dinosaurs and live matter that's been. The sun takes 8 minutes to get to the earth, and plants can use sunlight to turn. Oh, that's dirty.
Oh. Not as dirty as bitumen. Sorry, I'm not. I don't. Well, that was a bit. That was a bit I was doing. Look at this. I think I know where it is. Look at this.
Oh,
This little troublemaker.
so cute. Look, Rich put this one down. We have this one in our house. Who is this?
This is Lotus.
Oh.
She's 87 years old.
Oh.
And she's just been caught. And she found a little kibble stash in the closet.
That's why she looks so happy.
Yeah, she's like, I'm on TV. Oh, no, she's not with it. She's like, I want to get back to my stash.
Oh, so cute.
She is the cutest cat on earth. Outrageous. Big responsibility.
So nice.
My studio is a disaster. I have way too many paintings. Been far too productive. I'm trying to find this one that you insulted. Got a really sad story about trying to find paintings as well. Recently, I was hosting a guest in the studio, and I may have had a few too many Coca-Colas, and I broke the only painting in my studio that had already sold.
Oh no.
It was painted on a mirror.
Oh,
And Ricky, if you're watching, Ricky Lee, Leslie, I'm gonna have to pay you something else.
oh no.
Oh,
That is stressful.
so funny. It was packaged
Exact.
for delivery, and you know, she was warned to take it. But
Oh no.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
So I did popcorn with resin on it,
cool.
and it actually still retains the
Oh,
smell.
what? Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, that came in the mail. We got to get back on the mail. Cool.
The mail.
There's spiders in it, and that's what I'm doing with this new one. I'm putting
What?
popcorn on the bear, and then it's gonna have resin.
Cool. Wait,
So
are there?
and it won't come out.
Yeah. What? That's some Warhol energy.
It still smells like popcorn too.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And the spiders, did you introduce the spiders, or is there just like a nice little
No,
home
I
for
put
them?
the spiders in there. They're glow in the dark
okay.
spiders.
Yeah, nice.
It's like this guy. This guy's from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, psychedelic.
My version. I can't.
Oh, and
tip
he's
him
in the
too much.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of popcorn.
So I'm almost done him. He's got crushed glass in the bottom to keep him, so there's a lot of weight,
Oh,
so
that
it
he's-
doesn't tip.
Yeah. Oh,
But
smart.
this is real popcorn that's around him. I just haven't put the resin on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have spiders and some other stuff come in, like cockroaches.
Cool. Scorpions.
No, just cockroaches and some other stuff. That looks cool.
Yeah, that's very
It's
cool.
still eatable. I don't know if once resin's on it, you can't eat it.
Fair.
Fair.
I still have those links to your resin source because I'm thinking about resining those paint lids that I did,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then so you might be getting some Facebook messages on how to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know how to do stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, sweet. And then hopefully we can score you some referral points with the resin supplier.
Oh yeah. Like, so he actually will feature you. So if you do like a little video of what you're doing, he'll put
okay.
you on his social media and just say, this is what you can do with resin.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. If we go through with it, then we'll shout you out in that video for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think resin's the answer too.
Here, this is what he looks like tilted. There we go.
Wow.
It's cute.
And the lights that are on the side will go up through the popcorn.
Terrifying.
I like those teeth.
And the teeth glow in the dark, by the way. So if it's off, it still will glow. I might try and coat some of the popcorn with mica, glow in the dark mica powder.
Oh, cool.
So the popcorn should glow.
Is that the other half of the bear behind him?
Yeah. This is him right here.
Cool.
He might actually have an alien head on him. I haven't decided yet.
Yes. And then the set will be like it'll be coveted. There'll be bidding wars over, one buyer will try to sell the head to the body and
Well, this popcorn one will be frog corn. So I'm going to put a frog inside. I have a teddy bear that's a frog.
Cute.
And they'll have like worms and stuff coming out. So I'll cross out pop, and there'll be frog corn.
Nice. Oh, frog corn. So you can have a little. You can have a little. Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, a little frog coming out of the thing, and you can remove it. It'll be a removable one.
Frog
I got lots of
corn.
cool
Frog
things that I
corn.
do.
Bears torn.
Yeah. Weird stuff. I did like
That's
I
fun.
just sold 3 bears. I sold 3 bears last week
Yes.
to the same person.
Sure.
Let's go.
So I sold the gigantic one that had wings. There were ostrich feathers on it, all the way
Cool.
across on a pool noodle.
Very
And
cool.
then the other one was a chainsaw one, and then the other one was a Jason one with an axe.
Nice.
Very
Get it.
Now you have to start repainting the one you broke.
I know. Oh, Ricky, I'm so sorry.
Are you guys? You're both horror film experts. Yes.
Experts generous, but
I just
Experts,
did a list
kind of,
of
yeah.
the zombie movies I should start with, like George Romero, and I haven't seen any of those.
George
So
Romero, yeah.
that's my plan.
American
Zombie.
Werewolf in London, all those other ones, yeah.
We watched American Werewolf from London or in London not long ago. It wasn't as good as I remembered.
It's I like it because it's the first time they ever did practical effects. And then there's American Werewolf in Paris. That's another one. Or London.
It was pretty
Paris.
groundbreaking for some of the practical effects. Yes.
You want to watch, if you like that sort of thing, watch Underworld.
Kelly, I love you. I'm not watching Underworld.
Underworld has got all the Kate Beckinsale.
There's nothing going to make me watch Underworld, but I think I'm going to watch the Living Dead films. There's a whole bunch of them, right?
Oh yeah. So are you watching The Walking Dead, the series?
We watched.
I watched up to a point.
what about the one with the mushroom zombies? That new one.
Most people. I read the comic books too.
We never watched the mushroom zombie one. Last of Us.
Yeah, the video games.
Yeah.
Do you know my story about that?
There's also another like a Walking Dead kind of thing called Z Nation.
Mm.
Yeah.
The guy is, I can't remember, DJ Qualls. He was in it. He's coming to Calgary Expo this year.
Nice.
Did you finish watching Monarch? Godzilla?
We watched the first season. We were rewatching first season with Felix. So
Yeah.
we rewatched.
Yeah, we're currently watching Paradise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Doo doo doo. What about all this moon energy? I just watched the 2 Iron Sky films.
Are there 2?
They're so good. They're so bad, but they're so good.
I can remember when I saw the trailer for the first Iron Moon. And it was like one of those short trailers when they didn't know too much about what they're doing.
Oh, it's so low budget.
There was a guy with a leather jacket, like one of those long leather coat jackets on a motorcycle on the moon. And I was like, that will be the best film ever.
It is. It's so good. It's so relevant.
That opening shot, though, I think the rest of the film was kind of like...
It's out there. It's way out there. Yeah.
Watching it going, what's happening?
It's like this weird comedic propaganda sci-fi conspiracy theory masterpiece mosaic. I don't know what it is. It's so good.
You think it's about conspiracy theories, or like
The second one is like it's
is it
just like
a learning channel for you? Like now they're on the moon.
now they're in the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's
So, see, there you just slipped. Now you know that there's such a thing as a conspiracy theory outside of your own beliefs, and it doesn't go as far as there's a Nazi moon base. There's a boundary there. I get it.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, you don't believe in zombies, but you're interested in zombie films, you know?
What do you want to bet?
Wait, what?
What do you want to bet?
Wait, what?
What would you like to bet on that?
I'm a gambler, man. How do you know?
Dinner. When we get to Vancouver this time, you're buying dinner.
Yeah.
Is that the bet?
I'm rich.
I was going to buy dinner either way, so I can't lose. But I want to bet that if I can show you that statement isn't correct, that you buy dinner. Ready?
What's the statement?
Three of us. There's like Jess, Felix, and Rich. So that's you got to buy 3 people dinner that night.
And we're all having a drink. We're all having a toast.
Do you remember what you just said before we start the bet?
I think I said something about zombies. I don't believe in zombies, or
you don't believe in zombies, but you still like the show. And I said you want to bet, and then so it just do like a metaphysical handshake here.
Yeah.
Ready? We're betting. Guess what?
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like the zombie shows.
What is it?
That I 100% believe in the zombies.
You're studying.
They exist, yeah. I learned about them on the radio on CBC.
Reanimated corpses?
Are those the boundaries that you would prescribe? I was talking about zombies.
Well, I mean, do we got to define zombie? I mean, I'll happily lose this bet. I'll happily buy you dinner.
So what happened was this is like 20 years ago. There was raids on the practitioners of certain voodoo camps, kind of thing.
Whoa!
And within the toolbox of a voodoo witch doctor, it's probably not the proper term. That's probably a North American term. They would find the chemical that was in a puffer fish.
Ooh.
And so an anthropologist, which I do believe in anthropology, had studied the fact that this is what would happen is you get a voodoo doctor or whatever the proper term is.
Yeah.
Shaman.
Yeah.
Would in a culture where you're taught if you don't do as you're told, the voodoo man's going to come get you, and the zombies you're going to get turned into a zombie. Just like in the north, they say if you go too near the ice, the will come and eat you, or don't put a hat on a bed or avoid black cats. All of those beliefs and fears originate at keeping children safe. So your parents would tell you that you'll get turned into a zombie if you don't behave. The same way your parents told you won't get a Christmas present if you lie or misbehave. And so there's a culture where the kids grow up believing about 80% that they might get turned into zombies for misbehaving. The trickster would give you a potion that would, and the potion had this chemical from the puffer fish, which paralyzes you for a period of about 24 hours. You're completely conscious. Your heart stops beating. You have awareness of what's going on. You can see and hear, and people are moving around, but you're completely paralyzed to the point where a doctor would tell you that you're dead. You get presented as dead. Hopefully they skip the autopsy. They throw you in a box and they bury you, and you perceive yourself dying. The trickster would dig you up from the ground, pull you out of the box, give you some stimulants, smack you around a bit, and say, "Now you're my slave. You are a zombie." And people were so convinced by the narrative that they would end up acting out the role of a zombie slave. And there's lots of documented examples of this, that it was like a problem in certain countries where people were taking advantage of the local beliefs and using chemistry to zombify regular citizens.
Whoa.
And I like steak.
Okay. Rare. Steakhouse.
I absolutely believe in zombies, and I have. So, I mean, I was pretty blown away because on CBC, on the radio, they're telling this news story about this, and I was like, wow, that's a pretty wild news story, pretty fantastical. But it makes sense within the boundaries of things that I believe that all those things could happen. It was an investigative report.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna trust your belief. I'm gonna
from the CBC.
I'm gonna take an L on this.
Which I think your family would refer to as the Communist Broadcasting Corporation.
My family, yeah, I don't know. I think my old man's into legacy media.
What's legacy? He likes it.
Yeah,
Good.
tyranny media.
I approve.
Okay, I love you guys. I got a zombie.
I hope that
didn't
burn towards your family, by the way.
Oh, they could take it.
No, but it wasn't meant that way. It wasn't meant.
Oh yeah.
Respectful.
Of course, yeah.
Did it come out that way? I apologize if it did.
I mean, they would be insulted that they would like. Well, I mean, like, do you think? I mean, like, do you think that the CBC should stand for Communist Broadcasting Company?
I think it's a little left wing, but I'm a pinko commie, so it seems pretty stable to me.
Right.
They're well centrist from where I'm standing. But I see a pattern why. I mean, I have the same trouble with people calling teachers socialists. Is who the hell did they expect to become teachers? You know, you're gonna work middle class job, work your ass off till your brain breaks,
end
up with Parkinson's by the time you retire, and you know what kind of car you're going to be driving 35 years from now. You know, there's a pay scale telling you what your ceiling is.
Yeah.
Only a socialist would dedicate their life to taking care of children. And then they're all a bunch of lefties, those teachers. And like, it's true, but we do our best. I do believe we do our best to stay neutral, but it's kind of obvious that, you know, who we think the fascists are.
I can't speak for how appreciative of the CBC my folks are.
Are they? Do they love it?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the news is scary no matter where it's coming from.
No, it's way scarier when it's Fox News or Rebel News.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can weigh things out. That's objective. You can put a scale out and weigh the bullshit, and you'll find that Rebel News is a lot heavier than there isn't like a left wing equal to Rebel News. They pride themselves on being irrational. Their mandate is irrational. They're like those lefties are so irrational. We need something to balance out the irrational. But they're looking at the center.
Clorox.
What am I doing?
Clorox.
Clorox.
Okay.
But I love the CBC.
And we love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you. See you, Kelly. See you, Zach.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm missing.
I hope that didn't
Joni
come off
Mitchell.
as disrespectful.
No, I think that was
okay.
just going with our conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro.
We love you. Couldn't take offense.
Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. They leave 'em laughing when you go. And if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's, my voice will, illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
That's pretty sweet. You're about to start crying.
I know.
I always want to pull the plug before you start crying. Kelly? Kelly?
Yep.
We can't tell if the out music plays when we hit play because we're going to hear it. So I can see your hands right now. I'm going to put you up on screen. Can you like give me a thumbs down? Show me what that looks like. And a thumbs up. That's my context. Now we're going to play the out music. Let me know if you can hear it with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, okay?
Okay.